Okay, so I'm 2 minutes early. Get over it. Ain't like anybody's in here anyhow. If you're curious, I'm eating Takis. Oh, wow. We got 6 people in here already. Cool. I wasn't expecting that. Let me mute these. I forgot to mute. At the top of the chat, you will find a link to StreamYard. If anybody's interested in coming up, if you have any questions or anything, please do come up. I don't know how I did that. Well, I need to get rid of one of them. Anyhow, these things are a little bit on the spicy side, but man, they taste good. Hey, Rebecca, good to see you. Good early morning. Let's see, it's Thursday. You on your way to? It's this weekend, right? You on your way to Oklahoma? Mukbang. Well, I had some folks who were interested in seeing how to do something, so I thought I'd show them tonight. But I don't see them at the moment. So, oh, that's next weekend. Oh, cool. And thank you for coming to the YouTube Police channel. It said we had 6 people there for just a second. Maybe they popped in. I don't know. I did have something in mind for tonight. I thought we'd play some trivia maybe, but I do know some folks want to, if they show up and like to know how to, if somebody'd like to know how to either set up Nightbot, a basic setup. Devil Dogs have to show you more than that. But if somebody would like to have a look at how to set that up, some basic stuff, or how to co-stream or that type of thing, just let me know. I will be glad to tell you how to do it. Have I ever thought of having a tracking collar on my dog? No. Around these parts, typically a tracking collar is just used for like hunting dogs. And my dogs, I've got a chain link fence that goes around my property. And so we don't really, typically they don't get outside the gate. It happens on occasion. But hey, Outdoors for Big Matt, good to see you. Oh, Pindar, good to see you. By the way, anybody interested in coming up on panel? That's always what I recommend. By the way, you looked a little cold, Pindar, so I gave you a jacket. Anybody interested in learning how to do something? It was a pleasure meeting you as well. If you get a chance, come on up on panel. That way I can talk to you person to person. Chat's fine, but for your wayward Denver, that I had to leave. He was gone for over 2 hours. Wow. Well, yeah, I think, hey, Gunsoft, good to see you. I don't know why that, it's showing up over there on my Cute Critters channel. Thank you for coming in. And I don't know if I've got anybody else as a moderator over there, but you are now one, sir. Hey, I understand. Hey, Pendar, just check with me anytime, and I'd be glad to help you any way I can. if it's on how to co-stream or that type of thing, I'd be glad to talk with you on that. If it's on how to work with StreamYard, I'd be glad to do that too. Tonight I'm thinking, hey Luke the Great, good to see you. He's over in Belgium. Interesting character. Luke, you the fella does all that coffee, ain't you? If I'm remembering your videos right. Mostly music and gaming. That's cool. Hey, we got all kinds around here. Oh, we really do. And it takes all kinds, really. But hey, I know Luke is always a great supporter over at Shooting Star of Mississippi. For some reason, I always get the MKs. It's MKTV Love 3X or MKT. I get that one confused. No, I don't know why. It just doesn't roll off the tongue for me. That's all I'm saying. That's true. Life would be a bit boring if we were all the same. Oh, I know. In fact, I got no doubt whatsoever that, I'm sure that they both got the hots for one another. But that's all hush hush on the low low, I'm sure. Luke, are that fish yours? Is that fish yours, Luke? Life's a dance. Good to see you. Oh, that's Jody. Good to see you. Come on up on panel, Jody. I'll put the link up top. It's pinned in the top. Let me make you a moderator while I'm at it. That's his fish. By the way, y'all, I met some folks today. Life's a Dance should be a moderator now. By the way, y'all, this fella in the chat that you're seeing, Outdoors with Big Matt, he's good people. Matt, if you would drop a 29 in the panel. Hey, I understand that's not a problem. Y'all make sure that you check out, Big Life with Outdoors with Big Matt. He does a lot of live streams too. He's good people, always helping folks. And he always gives Devil Dog a hard time. That's an added bonus. I'm eating these Takis. I probably ought to save some. Otis, what do you want? All right, 2 more, and then I'm going to go let him out. I'm sorry about that. I didn't eat this evening. It's been at least 8 hours since I ate. Hang on. Otis, what do you want? Oh, good night, baby. My wife just texted me, I guess. No, that was this afternoon. I don't know what that beep was. That's okay. Hey, Michelle's Happy Homestead. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Good people. Y'all give me a second. Let me see if I can let Otis out. Otis, stop it. You a drama queen. You a drama queen. Go. Come on. You're going out. You done made too much of a commotion. And I ain't going to let you say no this time. Sorry, Otis tends to be a little melodramatic. And by the way, there's a few new folks in the chat today. So I would appreciate it if everybody at one at a time, take your time and type 29, whether you're new to the chat or whether you've been here a while. We like making connections. Good. Luke's in Belgium. Now we got people all over the world in here right now. So, if you don't mind, take your time, but type a 29 in the chat so people. Hey, Molly, Pest Hunter's best cat. Tell Jason I said sup when you see him. You probably there with him now. But thank you, Luke. We want everybody to make connections. Life's a dance. Thank you. And make sure you drop yours as well and grab up some of these links because these people are good people and they're awesome. And they're great supporters and wonderful, just wonderful people. You can't ever have too many friends. No, you can't go out there. Come on. All right, you've been out and you've been in. So you're just going to have to behave from here on out. Nicole, leave him alone. That concludes the portion of the puppy dog channel, or the cute critters part of the channel. Although it'll still be live streaming. I don't know. You don't have a channel? Well, that's okay. You don't have to. Good to see you, Charlotte. Charlotte, you want to come up? I'd love for you too. Let everybody get to know you a little bit. Charlotte is one of my oldest friends on here. I met her early on. In fact, she introduced DJ to, I think, the Devil Dog. And I've been knowing Charlotte a long time. She's from Mississippi as well. By the way, Charlotte, do you know about the June the 3rd get-together we having up here? We're having a meetup in Rankin County. It's going to be over on... Oh, by the way, I am encouraging people to co-stream. If you like, come in, go ahead and hit the share to your audience thing, and then hey, we'll be going in another channel, which is fine. It's good for me, good for you. Hopefully, get you some more folks. Of course, you could do that, a lot of that from the chat, but it seems to me folks like hearing folks talk and that type of thing. That's why they have live stream. Part of it is the chat. Some of it's the conversation going on. Oh, I got this thing turned wrong. Y'all can't even see my Buc-ee's in. There we go. Now y'all can see the Buc-ee's in. There we go. What's up, Charlotte?
Hey there.
Great to see you. I'm doing well.
Very good.
Did you know about the June the 3rd meetup we got going on?
No, I didn't. Hang on one second.
Okay.
I had to turn a light on. My lighting here is terrible.
I'm sorry.
No, what are y'all going to be doing? Just hanging out?
Well, go and sit down for a meal together. It's going to be kind of like Sunday on the grounds, just covered dish type thing. Bring some food and share it with other folks.
Right. Okay.
I don't know.
How many folks you think's going to be there?
It's hard to say. Could be 4 or 5. Could be 30.
Okay. So you're not doing RSVPs, huh?
Well, I ain't real good on that. That's kind of detail oriented. I'm more of a broad picture.
Me too. I'm a big picture kind of lady.
Yeah. I take more of a shotgun approach than I do to a rifle approach.
Right. So it reminds me of what my dad used to say. I don't care nothing about the labor pains. Just show me the baby.
Exactly. I like that way of putting it. That's funny.
My dad's a funny guy.
Well, it's going to be on June the 3rd.
Yeah.
From 11 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the evening. Well,
Okay, that's 3 hours from me, ain't it?
you probably two and a half.
Oh, really? Don't
Yeah,
you
I
live
mean,
there by Jackson?
well, it's in Richland, just out, south of Jackson.
Okay, okay.
It could be 3 hours, but I'm thinking it's a little less.
Oh, well, I know when I went to one of my daughter's band competitions in Jackson one time, it was a good long ride, but I don't remember, what part of Jackson we were in.
Well, we're not far from Jackson.
I know it was a scary place to be at night.
Yeah, Jackson. If you can help it, you don't want to be in Jackson at night.
Right.
So
It was, that was kind of scary event there.
I don't really worry that much about it if I need to go to Jackson, but I'm always I guess I have my pew pew,
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Yeah.
Um,
Well, we would have, but we were with the school, so
yeah.
you can't really do that. But yeah, that sounds good. I might talk to Poppy and see if he can, because I don't drive,
Yeah.
so he'd have to take me. But I'm sure he'd enjoy it, and it's not that far. It'd be a good day trip,
That's true. And,
Yeah. And it'll be after the graduation festivities and all that stuff.
Okay.
So I won't really have anything to do at that point except cry.
Hey, I'll put out another video. I'll try to make another video about it. There's one on my channel about the Mid-South meetup. Hey, what's going on, Big Matt? I think he froze. No, yep, no, I don't know. I see him moving some, but I think
that Big Matt? Big Matt?
Yeah, that's Big Matt.
I didn't even recognize him.
Well, he's got a different setup, and he does. He's to me, it looks like he got himself a studio.
Well, it looks to me like he's half a person there.
Well, I think he's dropped some weight, and it looks like he's maybe trimmed down his beard a little bit, and you're looking at him from a different angle.
From a different angle, yeah.
Because normally when you see him, he's kind of sitting back like this. Now he's kind of more of a straight up. It does seem a little different. Is it so bad there at night? Depends where you're at in Jackson, Luke.
Yeah, if you're over there by the Capitol building, no, it's not bad.
I'm gonna have to think
lots of
on that
props
one
over there.
I'm gonna have to think on that one a minute. But by the way, Charlotte, feel free to co-stream. It should be set up where you can. Look on StreamYard. Look at the top right-hand side of it. Is there a little blue button that says,
Yeah, there is. I don't think I'm going to do that tonight, Gary, because I don't even know if any of my folks are on or nothing.
Well.
Because they ain't used to seeing me on Thursday night,
Well.
And besides, I got to, oh, God.
How you doing, Big Matt?
Hey, Big Matt.
I'm good now.
He ain't even.
Granny.
Did you hear what I said? It looks like you done lost half of you.
Yep.
Have you? I didn't even recognize you.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, I shaved the beard off a little bit, but I also dropped 60 pounds.
Very good. Very good.
So he's lighter. He's in a different position, and he shaved some of his beard off.
Cleaned up that beard a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit more aerodynamic.
I see that.
There we go.
Mrs. Big Matt must have been on your case about that, huh?
No, I had to do it by not eating her cooking.
Oh, wow.
I mean the beard, Big Matt, not the...
That was a slip. I was trimming just a little bit up here and went,
oh, no.
Make it all even.
Hey, that's how I got my, that's how I had my mohawk.
Mohawk.
Yeah, I had a mohawk at one time.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
I've shown pictures of it before, I think.
Oh, my.
But, I was trimming up my
I
hair.
almost got a mohawk up there now.
Do I now? No, this is a high and tight.
That's a high and tight there.
Almost.
But no, my mohawk was literally a mohawk. I had a strip about that wide running right through the center of my head.
Good Lord have mercy. Now, how'd that go over in
Let's do a
Ridgeland?
vote. Who says that Belt Loop needs a mohawk again?
No, we ain't voting on that one. I mean, people can voice their opinion, but it won't change nothing.
Tammy would be kicking his honey.
Well, hey, funny story though. We went down to. Stop it! Just stop it, dadgummit.
They fight like they brother and sister, don't they?
Well, Otis was, for years it was Otis and Lulabelle. Otis and Lulabelle. And Lulabelle got along with him. It was almost like they were two sides of the same coin to some degree. He never cared about affection. Lulabelle was always wanting to be in my lap. She was always
right.
Your daughter has a mohawk. Oh, that'd be cool. Long and cute. Molly's daughter has a mohawk. That's pretty cool. I'd like to see a picture of that sometime. You don't see a lot of women with mohawks.
No, but I bet it's a lot cooler in the summer.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm about tempted to do mine.
Let's not say he did. I agree with you, Michelle.
Hey, I'm trying to talk my daughter into just shaving the sides of her head because during the summertime, that girl will be pouring sweat off of her and she won't cut her hair.
You know what?
She loves it long.
My daughter did just from like here around, about from here down. Are you able to see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
My head. She did like from here down and shaved it all from like the top of her ear back. And man, I'm telling you what, that was the coolest summer she's ever spent in Mississippi.
Oh, I don't doubt
Loved it. But it's all grown out now. But it was a few years back that she did that.
Molly, it's being held in Mississippi. It's nothing fancy. The main reason why I threw it together was to. I know a lot of folks that are here in Mississippi that are YouTubers. Square County Homestead, Chris. You got Shirley over at Just Doing Our Best over towards Meridian. My friend Joe Jeffrey is up in Madison. He's with Southern Coastal Cooking. You got, also my friend. Oh, hey, Mona did
How
what?
about Shooting Star, Mississippi or something?
Yeah, Shooting Star, Mississippi is from like Braxton.
And Chuck and Belinda.
Well, that's just like 15 minutes south of here. You got Dill Hole that's over towards Byram. You got, obviously me here.
Do you know the Max?
Do I know?
The Max?
Yeah, down in Brookhaven.
Yeah.
And you also have 3 Mississippi up around Houston, Mississippi, down about halfway between here and Memphis. And you also have Smoky Ribs Barbecue down in Bluff.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's 3 of those channels are huge.
Well, I know a couple in Gulfport, and I know a couple in Ocean Springs.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Scully's right here in the same town I live in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he don't live too far. In fact, let me tell you something funny. Poppy had to go up to the school to check my daughter out for a doctor appointment one day.
Yeah.
So he's in the office, and here comes this strange man. I wasn't with him. This comes up and shakes his hand, says, "I'd know you anywhere." He says, "But you don't know me, do you?" And Wesley said, "No, sir. I'm sorry, I don't." He says, "I'm Scully." He says, "Oh, well, now I know who you are."
Well, you also got Mississippi Metals and Deus Vault, Mississippi. And, I mean, there's just
A lot of it. Yeah.
There are quite a few folks here in Mississippi that are,
And you wouldn't think so. I mean, Mississippi don't have but 3 million people in it. Or
Right.
so. you know.
But all right, y'all stop it. I'm not going to referee you two all night. If I have
Watch
to,
and see.
I'll put Nikki in her kennel.
Watch and see.
Well, she ain't messing with him, but Heidelberg. Oh, that's cool. You know the I could have swore I made. No, I could have swore. Yeah, I did. I made Mona did what as a moderator. Anyhow, the folks been that made up in Oklahoma, 10 bears or something like that, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Are there any Alabama folks you think you want to invite?
well, everybody's welcome. I mean,
okay.
If somebody wanted to come from Hawaii,
yeah,
they're welcome.
Well, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
It would. Hey, George Mitchell, good to see you. Anyhow, I mean, everybody's welcome to it. Right. All I did was go out and rent the pavilion, over there at the West Side Sunny Bridges Park, I think it is.
Okay.
It's just off of Industrial Drive in Richland. It ain't hard to find. In fact, I put the address on the video that I did.
On the video, okay.
Now I did misspell alcohol though. Hey, if it wasn't for a spell checker, I'd have never made it through college anyhow. But we
talk to Texas killer.
I'll take a look at the video too, so I can get the address and all. That sounds like fun.
Oh, it's going to be. Well, we had that meeting in Dayton, Texas. I was really looking forward to see Big Matt, but he didn't make it, and that's okay. Wow. Still love him.
I was sick.
I know.
Oh no.
But still, I
had that crummy sea stuff.
I understand. Life's Dance. Gary, I'm gonna go. Hey, I appreciate you coming in. Life's Dance. Jody, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm bad with names, but I'm thankful to see you again. Some wonderful folks. Do me a favor and there's if some of the folks in the chat will make sure they type 29 to drop some links, that'd be appreciated. If somebody wants to come up and co-stream, they're welcome to. We always encourage content creating and community building around here. But thank you, George. I had so much fun at that Dayton, Texas meetup.
Yeah.
I met the Mod Father over there, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa.
Yeah.
And I guess I was just so nervous. All I did was talk about myself.
Oh. Well, that's all right. That's what that's for, Get over there and mingle and talk about yourself.
Well, there were a lot of great people over there. There really was. And I'm tempted to look back at the, we had Mark Kratz MC and his lady Sabrina, and had Charlie and Charlie Pafford, and Brandy and Autumn, and then had, let's see, who else did we have? We had Boyce and Nina over at Rooted in Texas, and I'm just a lot of really fun people to be around.
How far was that for you to drive?
Thank you. Well, it was about 7 hours.
7.
Thank you for dropping Audrey's. By the way, I met Life's a Dance over at Audrey's at a live stream of hers. Wonderful lady. They dropped a link in the YouTube police channel. If y'all get a chance, please make sure you connect with her. She's really nice. They're good people. I had a lot of fun on the chat. And you're going to have your first content next week. That's awesome.
Who is?
Molly, Pest Hunter's Best Catch. Her husband is Jason over at Pest Hunter Outdoors.
I don't believe I know that one. What's the channel going to be about, Molly? Molly?
It's a good question.
It is, isn't it? We can advertise for a little bit.
I'm more than happy to.
Yeah. Because it's hard to get started when you don't know anybody, and
it is. For that matter, that's why I'm on this channel tonight.
Right.
I don't even know how many connections I've got on it, to be honest with you.
Right. Let me see.
I guess I could look.
155.
Is it 155 now?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you've increased just since the other night.
I've increased. In fact, I have increased. I was like at 10, maybe a month or so, a month and a half ago.
No kidding.
Yeah, and so I've been beating the bushes, on this channel.
Right.
So,
well, are you expecting all of your regulars on the other channel to follow you over here? Or are you trying to get new folks under the police umbrella? Yeah.
It's been a little bit of both. Most of the folks that come over here, though, are folks. A lot of them are from the Belt Loop 29.
Right.
But I've met and had a lot of support from other folks as well.
Very good. I was thinking about starting a new channel, but I can't manage the one I got, so that's probably going to be further in the future.
I've got 5 channels.
I know you got a lot of them, but I'm not on. I mean, the only one I really gravitate toward is the Belt Loop channel. And now, of course, you got this one, so I subscribed to you the other night, and so I get notifications on it.
Gandalf, that would be great if you could drop a link to the Cute Critters channel, so the other folks can go through and. Somebody has their YouTube channel still on, not muted. That's what George was saying. Y'all just double check your. I've muted both of mine that I had. I'll double check them just to make sure.
I don't even have YouTube on.
Okay. well.
I'm just on StreamYard. I'm not on YouTube.
Okay.
But I hear the echo he's talking about.
A little bit. It ain't too bad. Otis, stop it. Nicole, you ain't got to egg him on.
Is that the baby's name?
Yeah, hang on. Let me grab Nicole. Come here. Hey, don't think I'm playing with you. You coming with me whether you want to be or not.
He must be super jealous.
Well, his life mate was, passed away last November.
Right. I remember that.
See, this is the Cute Critters portion of the channel.
She sure is pretty.
She really is, and she's sweet for the most part, but she annoys the stew out of Otis.
Hey, Butler, do you need a kitten to go with it?
No, I saw that kitten on yours. Them big hands, that little bitty cat.
Don't ask me how, but that little critter was in a canal that was flowing, and it was on a log, and it got hung on something in about the middle of the canal.
Oh, no.
And as soon as it saw me, it started coming towards me. And I thought for sure it was going to stop when it got to the end of the log.
Come right off the log to you?
Come right off the log towards me. And I jumped in and grabbed it. And
oh, my Lord.
Well,
she's curled up right here by my foot.
You to drown trying to save a cat.
The canal's in my front yard, and I knew exactly how deep it was.
Oh.
I hit bottom.
Oh, I see. You're a tall dude.
Yeah, he is. What are you, like 6'9",
Something like that.
six
Something like
six,
that.
6'9", somewhere in that area?
6'9". That's what my driver's license says.
Good Lord, you're nearly 2 feet taller than I am.
Hey, Luke Baker, good to see you.
She is a beauty. My goodness.
Quit fussing. Yes, I love you too. But I guess with Otis up being over beside us, well, hey, no, I don't know what you're getting a hold of, but you can't have it.
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
All right. By the way, thank you for dropping your link. Luke Baker, and you can type a 29 in here at any point, and it will drop your link. We do believe in building the community. Not only this one, but yours, the one around you as well, because it's just the more the better. And I see Gandalf, drop the link for Cute Critters, and that's up a little bit. But if you're in my chat, the YouTube police chat, you can check out the. In fact, I guess I could just drop StreamYard on occasion. I think what I'll do is I'll
Well,
pin.
you got StreamYard pin.
I know.
Good times.
But let me go through and pin that message with I'm gonna pin Gandalf's link for the other channel. And hey, I'm gonna go ahead and pin on the other channel. I'll pin Gandalf's link.
Hey, Gandalf.
That way, folks.
I'm sorry I didn't say that before.
But after a
Hey,
little
Belt
bit,
Loop, on the other channel that you got going, can you drop that link in YouTube Police? Because I didn't get a notification for that one.
yeah, I mean it's. In fact, I think I pinned it up there.
Is that the one I'm on, Gary?
I think you're on YouTube Police. I
think so too.
And but I also have my belt loop, or my cute belt loop.
Critters going.
Yeah, I got it running. So
I'm gonna
down in the other one.
Hey, that's fine. You can be in any which one you want to be. Oh, Matt, let me make you a mod over there, brother. In fact, I'm going to go one better. You are now a managing mod.
Oh.
You may be the only one. But you should be blue next time you type something in there. I did pin the link. Gandalf put the link to the other channel in there, and so I put it up there and pinned it. If somebody wants to go over and check out my Cute Critters, it does have a lot of videos about Nikki in it, from when she was just a baby up till fairly recently. In fact,
up till yesterday.
Yesterday or day before. Hey, Nets, good to see you. I'm sorry I don't have that. Nets blog 21, a wonderful lady, and Jerry Butler.
Hey, Butler
family. I'll go ahead and drop, in case y'all want to come up, I will drop that link in both.
Look here, guys. I know y'all both grow stuff. I went to the farm store and I got myself a whole bunch of peppers. I probably got 35 pepper plants out there.
Cool.
Well, it is cool because most of them are growing great.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got 2 little rows of 3.
Yeah.
And the leaves are turning black on the edges. They're falling off. And I don't know what's wrong with them because the peppers on either side are fine.
On either side of them are fine?
Yes. And it's making me crazy.
No bugs?
Not that I've seen. But would bugs make it turn black?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, let me ask you this: are you overwatering them? I mean,
Well, it's been raining a lot, but I'm not doing the overwatering.
okay. Um,
We had a heck of a storm down here today.
according to Google, and that's just something I tend to look at. It never hurts to look at it.
Right.
Besides overwatering or disease, pepper plants may blacken and lose leaves because of underwatering or too much water or too strong a fertilizer. Be sure to rotate crops. Well, that's irrelevant on it. Are you using fertilizer on it?
Well, I put 10, 10, 10 in the ground before I planted them.
Okay.
It probably sat there about a week before I put them in the ground.
You
And
know,
about every 10 days, I put some fish fertilizer on them.
okay. Well, that shouldn't hurt them.
It shouldn't be too much, but you never know. I mean,
By the way, Jerry, if you would check see if you have your YouTube on, and if so, please make sure it's you. It may not be you at all, but I'm
I
still.
have YouTube off.
I'm still
I was
listening.
about to, I never even heard it, so
You didn't?
and I don't have YouTube open on my computer anymore. I closed it down because it's causing me to lag too much.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I
just
don't have
if,
YouTube
if you
either.
don't have it on, that's
I
obviously
did it first because I didn't expect it to be popped up so quickly. I had a chance to turn it off.
okay. That's fine.
Come
It's
on
not
now.
a big deal.
My belt
Happens
was
all
fault.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've found that typically when it comes to peppers, one of the best things you can do is leave them alone.
Okay.
The pepper plants do well with neglect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
Well, I usually have the best luck with peppers closer to the fall, like in September. I'll
Yeah.
put them in the ground in March, and I really don't get a lot of peppers until about the end of August.
okay.
And then they'll just start producing like crazy.
Hey, Roadhog.
See, look,
Um,
even Jen says it was there before I was even here.
Well, yeah, I mean it was happening earlier,
Yeah, it was. It was.
and
I
I'm not
can hear it now.
William Carnegie.
the.
Let me back out and come back in, see if it's me.
What's going on,
Or I'll
Carnegie?
tell you what, I'll mute myself.
Or we can eat them at work. We're gonna have plenty of peppers. Carnegie, don't worry about that.
Nope.
Hey, Jen's here too,
I still
sleeping
hear
and
it.
listening. The echo is there. Good times homestead with Jen and Steve. Jen, if you would hit 29 and hit enter in there, if you don't mind. I want people to, she's got one of the best senses of humor I've ever seen. I just absolutely love her and her family. And
You should see her whenever she finds a snake in her chicken house.
she's, hey, I've seen on videos with her and her kids eating crickets. It's they just have. Hey, William Carnegie. Carnegie's my buddy from work. And Nicole, shut up. I'm gonna see if she'll go outside. Y'all carry on the conversation.
That's funny. That's funny.
So Jerry,
Well,
you're not live, are you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not broadcasting or nothing.
You're welcome to, Jerry. In
I ain't gonna stay on that long, Gary.
well,
Just
Yeah,
but make sure.
Tomorrow I got things I need to do.
I understand that, but even if you drop off, it will continue to go until we shut it down.
All
And
right,
we
well,
still got an hour and 15 minutes to go. That might help you with a little bit with the hours. It might.
okay.
Yeah, you got to be getting close by now.
I'm 759 away.
Very good.
746 away.
That's nice.
Let me check on mine.
I'm gonna clear my watch history tonight when I go to bed, and I'll have you playing again.
You know, Matt, I don't think that works. You've done it within the last 45 days. I don't think that will work.
I've only played your playlist one time.
How long ago was it?
Last month.
About 2 months ago.
least a month.
Well, you can try it. I just know. I know. Gary and I were checking out the within 45 days. It didn't seem to count. And I hate to see you waste the time. You
Well,
know,
good. Then I'll just switch it to my backup channel and play it
that
on there
work.
because I ain't played it on there yet.
If that work.
I
I
am.
just don't want to see you put it on a channel and you run it for nothing. For nothing. I mean, for somebody else who could use ours too, I'm sure. But the backup channel, I'll take that.
The on my police YouTube police channel, I am 3,836 hours from hitting the 4K.
How long was I in the shower for?
A while.
That's funny, Gary.
Well, I can't help that I know the numbers.
Well, I know. That's why That's why earlier when Randy said he had lost a bunch of hours, I keep close tabs on him to be sure I'm not losing hours.
You know,
I'm only 1,500 away from 4,000 watch hours on Outdoors with Big Matt.
well, you already monetized though,
Yeah,
and it once you're monetized, you don't have to keep up
Yeah.
any particular amount of hours.
but you have to average at least 1,000.
Where'd you hear that at?
That's
No,
what it says in the little thing with YouTube.
I've looked for that over and over again. The only thing I've found in YouTube under the guidelines is that you have to maintain being active.
Yeah.
I'll be glad to look at that again if you can, especially if you can point it out to me.
Well, and they've changed everything in YouTube again, so
Mm,
See, the
it could have
cheese
very well
I
changed.
change my socks.
well, I ain't too worried about it. I really ain't. By the way, somebody was asking me earlier today how to, verify your YouTube that you have a Nightbot as a moderator. You know, I'm hoping y'all don't mind me going ahead and showing some folks that real quick, um, just to show how that uh,
Yellow shirt dad.
how you can check it.
Hey, Gene.
Oh, cool. Let me go through and change. Now, one thing I do is I pop up the chat, and let me move these over while I'm doing this. Put it on the other. Uh, put on the other screen. Um, if you want to verify whether or not you were successful, or if you've got Nightbot, you can go to settings. Well, I guess I could, just here's the dashboard in on my YouTube police. All right, you go down here to settings, go to community, and then what you want to do is scroll down to where your moderators are, and you scroll down and you'll see Nightbot right there. Nightbot is considered one of my moderators. If you need help on getting Nightbot, I can do it, but you're better off with Devil Dog. Devil Dog knows a lot more about it than
Thanks
I
for coming
do.
over.
And by the way, we had 155 subscribers. Yay! So that's up from like 130 from yesterday. So it'll probably be back down to 135, 140 tomorrow. And that's okay. I'm still having a lot
Won't
of
lose
fun.
that many at one time, will you?
I've lost as many as 30 in a day.
No kidding.
No doubt. It
I've
happens.
lost today as 10 in a day.
Jen, you only have 862 watch hours. It is to get monetized the first time, or to get monetized initially is a better word. You need 4,000 watch hours in 365 days. Anything that was done 365 days ago will go off once it hits 366. And yeah, I am the Batman. I admit it freely.
Not on this channel, you're not.
Well, that's true. But I am who I am, regardless
Hey,
of which
Devil
channel.
What's up, Devil Dog? Speaking of the devil, there he is.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's up, Devil Dog? I don't see him though.
He's in my
He
chat.
must be on Jerry's.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that is. He don't come in on my chat very often.
Well, he's there now.
I feel
That's
privileged.
awesome. He might have been lurking,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The by the way, let's tomorrow, actually it's not even tomorrow, it's today. Later today we got that show over at how many people is in your chat right now?
Who, me?
Five.
I got
Yeah.
5.
All right. Here's what we'll do. I'll go ahead and drop your link.
I'm not full of it. My eyes are not brown. Or light
I don't
color.
know what that means, but okay. I don't doubt it. If that's what you tell me. I just didn't know.
I'm full of it.
Oh, here it is.
Peter
I've already
Bell.
I've got your link right there, and I'll drop it in the other 2 chats.
Hey, Peter Dell.
And hopefully we can get, I'm not worried too much about getting this. I am working on watch hours on here, but, Jerry's close and we're trying to get him those last few watch hours. So feel free to hop over to Jerry's, chat, and hit the like button and watch from over there. It'd be okay. Hey, Peter Dale, good to see you. And that way, we can work on a couple things tonight. I'm not in too much of a hurry. I like these channels.
I would like to know, why can I never find your channel on YouTube, Gary?
Which one? You talking about YouTube Police or the YouTube or Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters? I tell you what you do. Look up Mental Cop 4646. I bet that pops.
It's hard. The YouTube Leaks one's hard to find. It really is.
It was for me.
Hey, Devil Dog, you still got the question of which one? He's live on 2 or 3 channels right now.
YouTube Police is the one he can't find.
Oh,
if I look it up, it's hard to find. But if I get a notification, of course, it's
right. That's
right
what I
there.
do.
Yeah.
I like to use
well,
notifications.
I tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through, and I'm going to post the link to my YouTube, live stream right now to my Belt Loop 29 community tab.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Devil Dog's administrator on my thing. If he wants to pop up into the chat, he can.
Don't give up, Gary. I mean, Devil Dog. Don't give up. Nobody likes a quitter.
Oh, I love Devil Dog. He's like a brother to me.
So do I.
Well, because he's
I
awesome.
hate when he says
Does he
he's
count?
giving
I
up.
love giving him a hard time.
That just gets him riled up.
He thrives off that.
Well, he's awesome people, and I'm
He can
always
hold his
trying
own,
to send
too.
folks over to him and Devil Dog's keeper. I got a great deal of love and respect for him. So, I do have in my Belt Loop 29 chat. I do have, or in community tab, there's the link. I guess I should be sharing myself out from time to time anyhow.
Yeah.
I don't typically think about sharing myself out. I mean, I don't even drop my link when I'm on Belt Loop 29. But so far this channel, cool, not fat. Okay, I like this channel so far. Pretty good. Thank you. I appreciate that, Luke. I do. By the way, Luke Baker, you're welcome to come up on the panel. Let me
both love you.
Let me go through and see if I can't get the. I'll throw the link. I think this is the right link into the channel. You're welcome to come up.
Hey,
Well, welcome back.
I know a Tim Sweeney. I wonder if this is the same Tim Sweeney I knew in California.
Tim Sweeney is a gamer.
Here. A minute.
Not the same Tim Sweeney I know. He's probably,
Well, he's considerably younger than you are, Jerry.
that's not the same one then.
Okay. But come
But
on.
anyways, welcome in anyways.
Yeah.
That's what I did today for 4 hours is play games.
With Matt and Jerry up there. They both give you
Good times. You have a wonderful night.
If
There you
I
go.
let my son, he'd spend his entire summer break on that game.
Which game are you talking about?
He plays Destiny 2 a lot.
Does he?
I don't even know the one we're playing with. I'm playing with Devil Dog and DJ and my son and Devil Dog's son and
Elder Scrolls Online.
He
okay.
plays
That's what
Dark.
Thanks, Devil Dog.
Oh,
Stay in
Good to
long
see you,
enough so
Devil
you can
Dog.
hear it though. You pop in and pop out too fast.
No worries.
he tickles me.
Hey, gotta love him. Gotta love him.
Let me show you something. I played Destiny for a while. Hadn't played it in years.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna show you. My I have the same tag on it, the same game tag. Give me a second. I'll show you the results of this. I went to a website that's called Wasted on Destiny. If you can get his gamer tag,
Uh-huh.
you can find out just exactly how much time he spent on it.
Oh, now that's a good idea.
This
Well,
is my
you
gamer
know,
tag. This is
times have changed so much. Oh, look at that.
2,447
What?
hours, Gary.
yes.
That's a
just
year.
on Destiny. That's on Destiny 2. On Destiny 1, I started playing it, and they came out with Destiny 2, so I swapped over to it. I've got
I see.
939 hours and 37 minutes.
You see, Gary has a very addictive personality.
I do.
You must.
Wow.
Hey,
And
can
so-
you can type anybody's name in there?
Well, what is Devil Dogs? I don't know if he's not on Destiny.
Oh,
So,
it's only Destiny you find out, huh?
hang on, they may have a Wasted on COD. Yeah, there is apparently one wasted on wasted COD tracker. Now we just got to have his. I got to figure out how to search it now. Oh, search profile. What is the profile? Devil Dog, what's your gamer tag
On what?
on Destiny? On Call of Duty?
None of your business.
Probably Devil Dog.
Well, I doubt that. That ain't it.
Of course, on that game, there's probably lots of Devil Dogs.
Devil Dog. He's got a number to it. But there's a lot of Devil Dogs on here. I'll have to pay attention to. Oh, I know how I can find out. I think.
Nah, you can't find out.
Hang on. I might be able to figure it out if he don't block me real quick.
Oh, that's right there. There it is.
I can't see it though.
That was it.
See, that's the same boat I'm in. I wouldn't be able to see it.
I can't. Well, I'm only seeing Devil Dog on there. He
I
doesn't
mean, I
have.
see the dude and I see the other stuff. I can't read the
Go
word.
back one, though, Gary, because they had the name on it when you went back to it. Go back
Jamming.
one screen. Had 3-1 something.
Well, it's not there now. We'll just look for 3-1 something. He ain't gonna let us do it though. You know he ain't.
311.
All right, that's at 3132, but that may not be right. I can go back
No.
and look at it and block it.
Oh, here, this is probably it right there. 031183.
That's it. That was it.
That ain't me.
He just doesn't want to know everybody to know how many times he gets killed during the game.
It's 3142. It's Devil Dog Gamers
Okay.
with a Z RZ 3142.
Why are you worried about it? That ain't it.
That is to it.
No, I guarantee you that's not it. You all will never know this.
Devil Dog Gamers. You have to have Devil Dog Gamers.
Nope.
The Z. That's it. Hit that.
No, it's not. It's not it. So
That
I
ain't
ain't worried
it.
about it.
That has the.
I think
I saw a picture of him.
I'm playing
No.
COD right now until I seen that Gary was live. Hey, Skipper, how you doing?
Hey, back to good off grid.
No
Traveling
space.
Fools, Numis Maniac. A lot of wonderful folks in here. Thank y'all for coming in. We're just kind of hanging out, Numis.
They're trying to be nosy.
Well,
Just-
I just thought it'd be interesting. I was showing people how many hours I'd wasted on Destiny.
Well, you don't need to show how many people I waste on games.
You got a good point. I wonder if there's an Elder Scrolls.
yeah.
He shouldn't
I
be
want-
too ashamed of that one.
I want to know if there's. I'll give you my name.
I bet they do have one. In fact, I don't doubt that at all. Oh, I wasted on Elder Scrolls. Online.
If it ain't the dogs, it's the cat.
All right. Well, y'all have fun. I'm going to hop off here because, like I said, my internet keeps playing up.
All right, Matt. It was good to see you again.
Thanks a
Thank,
lot, Matt.
thank you for coming in.
It's nice seeing you.
Get
It's always nice seeing you, Matt. How's that cat doing?
Curled up by my foot,
Good.
which is part of the reason why I'm getting off because it's time to feed her. So, y'all have a good
Well,
one.
See you later,
I don't
Matt.
know.
Right.
I don't know how to work this one, but what is your Elder Scrolls Online name,
It is.
login or whatever? How do people find you? Search for you. What's your handle?
Hang on. I'm pulling it up. I'll be sure you get it right. I can't remember it all the time. I don't type it in.
Okay.
Come on, type it. Pull up.
Hey, Johnny Smallpepper's here too. Good to see you.
Hey, Johnny.
I kind of dicey though. Hey, that's the host.
It's Lion-hearted.
Right.
Hey, Johnny Smallpepper. Hey, Mona did what? Good
I
night,
don't know
Matt.
if it. All right, I done forgot it again. What was it?
Lionheart is what it is on StreamYard, but on Elder Scrolls Lionhearted, I think.
Well, no, it didn't find it. I
Having
mean,
the-
I don't know
having
how
the
to sign.
vacation.
I would probably have to sign up or something.
You're going to have to do some investigative work.
Oh, I ain't that worried about it. I was just
Look what I got out of my garden today.
hang on, let me bigify you.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Well, I just want to see it. That's pretty.
Aren't they
Purple or black?
beautiful?
They really are.
It's called Twilight Zone.
I like that show.
Okay, I found it.
That's some of my
Was it
first
Lord?
blooms of the
Lord.
season.
I don't see how to find that. On Destiny, somebody had just told me about that years ago, and you know, I looked it up just to see how many hours I'd wasted on it, and well, you saw how many hours
Did it make you want to quit playing?
No,
No, I didn't think so.
I didn't care how many hours I played on it. And when I was Devil Dog is right though. I do have an obsessive personality. And when I get involved in something, that's just about all I can do. That's all I, people got tired of me talking about Destiny because that's anything other than at work, anything other than work, that's what I discussed was Destiny.
Mhm.
Well, I got annoyed with it, so I quit it, and I quit it cold turkey. I hadn't missed it. I missed some of the people I used to play with.
Right. Well,
But-
and that's the biggest appeal to my son too. It's not necessarily the game, but it's the folks that he plays with. He's got a
Right.
lot of classmates, and in today's world, you can't just let your kids run the streets like we did when we were youngins. You got to keep your eye on them all the time. And I can't let I'm not going to let him go to Joe Blow down the street's house because I don't know their parents,
Right.
and I don't know if they got a crazy, all
Oh.
those terrible things that can happen to children person down there.
Crazy
Yeah.
Uncle Gary.
Hey, I'm sorry, Johnny Small
Crazy
Pepper.
Uncle
I did
Eddie.
not. What was
So
the
that's his
question?
form of entertainment.
What was the question, Eddie?
I said a crazy Uncle Gary.
Oh.
No, it's a crazy Uncle Eddie. Everybody has an Uncle Eddie.
Crazy Uncle Chester.
Okay, we'll go with that. No, but when I used to play, I would play until 4:00 in the morning,
Mhm.
and I would go to bed. I'd get up and I'd play until I had to get ready to go to work,
Oh
and-
my Lord.
and then I'd go to work and I'd either talk about it or watch other people's gameplay or figure out how to do something related to it when I wasn't working during the downtime.
Sure.
And that tends to be quite a bit of the time at times when you do what I do.
Mhm.
And so I had a lot of time to devote to it. And so I had a lot of hours. In fact, at one point I was in the top 2% of players in Destiny.
Wow.
At least
You know,
as far as
It blows me away. It's how fast time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started this afternoon at about 4:00, and next thing I know, it's 8:30. I thought, oh my gosh, I can get off here. Then I have to find a place that I can stop. So I got my characters in a safe spot.
Well, and that's
You
a
know.
problem here at my house because I tell him, hey, before you get on that game, go feed the animals because I got chickens and rabbits and cats and dogs and all that, take care of the cat pans, do your chores before you get on the game. That way I don't have to interrupt you except for dinner. Well, he won't do that. He'll get in there and then get
Oh.
mad at me because I tell him, hey, you need to do your chores. Get out of, and he'll say, I got to get it in the safe. I said, I don't care about your safe space. Die.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Because I told you to do this, and that's the consequence. You're
Yeah,
gonna die.
if he did it beforehand, then he wouldn't have to worry about stopping it
Mhm.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
I got Susan come in and says, you've been sitting there for 4 hours. You need to get up, move around. I'm like, oh yeah, they're probably right. God, I said 4 hours already? That's ridiculous.
By the
Right.
way, time does fly, but also drags. It depends on what you're doing and who you're with. On
that's
here, with y'all on here, I could sit here and I just enjoy. Time is going to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like I just started up the live and we're already over an hour and about 14, 15 minutes, something like that. And I just have fun when y'all are here. It's about an hour and 10. I was misremembering. But
Yeah.
it seems like we just started up, and I have so much fun on here.
I have a lot of fun when I live stream too. I should do it more often like I used to. It's just things are so hectic in my house lately.
Yeah.
Constant. This whole year, my daughter's a senior in high school. She graduates next week. And it's just been one thing after another. She was in the band, well, Gary knows, Devil Dog knows. But that was her thing. She was a band kid. And so in the fall, it was every weekend going to, competitions or football games or what have you. And then after Christmas, it was this senior event, that senior event, prom. I forget what else they had, but anyhow, it's just been really hectic. And I can't seem to get my life, my YouTube life, to coincide with my real life.
I understand.
I got burned out yesterday with YouTube. I couldn't. I just. I went out and said hi a couple of people times, but I couldn't do any lives. Nothing. I was just fried, brain fried.
Yeah. Well, I get that way just when I'm watching it, because when I'm in my garden, taking care of the garden, I'll turn on people's channels that I know, and listen to it while I'm gardening with my headset on. And there's some days nobody posts anything and it's boring and nothing's on there except a bunch of gossip and people browbeating each other. And I'm like, I'm not listening to that.
You mean when Gary and Jerry's on?
Hey,
No, I don't mean that. No.
our show is very informative. Matter of fact, I had somebody ask me if we show them this week, we'd show them how they can actually calculate their hours for it that they have on. And I said, yeah, we can show you that. I'll show you that if you want to know how it is. I got my hours down where I know exactly how much my hours are going on and how much was coming off. A lot of people don't even know how many hours are coming off. They don't know how to tell.
Isn't that something?
So I said, yeah, we show you this week. And I'm going to show
So
Gary.
you know a lot about the back end of it, huh?
Yeah, I've kind of learned it, and Gary's learned it, and we've learned together. But I want to know what makes it tick,
Right. Good luck.
The problem is I take things apart, but I can't get it back together.
Right.
So I mean, I've just studied a lot of the analytics part. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play a game.
Okay.
Magnificent 80s trivia.
Okay.
Quiz. And maybe between us we can get these right. I don't know if we are or not.
Well, I enjoyed the Star Trek quiz. That was fun.
It was, and I enjoyed it as well. I
Mhm.
really did. And
I was surprised that I got any right.
well, I enjoy trivia. Every Wednesday I try to go over Life with Mountain Folk and play theirs. And
Okay, so
we'll look at
What's
what
the first question?
the first question is, and I don't know how this is 80s related.
I can't see.
This says you can play it in timed quiz game or as shown below. Scroll through the bottom to get the answer key. The first question is, where would I find Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, and Joe DiMaggio all in one place?
I'm going to say the history of baseball in the 1950s.
I'm going to say Legends of the 50s.
All right. Well, it seems like a song to me. It ain't. I think we can agree it's not going to be Communists of Note and Standing, because I don't think.
Well, Harry Truman wouldn't fall under that category, I don't
No.
believe.
Right. And so, history of baseball in the 50s.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, DiMaggio and I don't know. What is Red China? I mean, other than the country.
That's what it's referring.
That's what they called it back in the day.
There's
Right.
a song that talks about all those things.
Really?
It's
Is the name of the song The Stormfront?
You know that song, It's the End of the World as we
As
know
we
it,
know it. Yeah.
and I feel fine. Hey, good to see you, Craig.
I'm
You know-
still saying Legends of the 50s.
Okay. And what did you say, Jerry?
I said that I think it's the history of the baseball of the 50s.
All right, I'm going to click on the Stormfront.
Okay.
Just because I think that may be the name of the song or something.
It could be.
I don't know. We'll find out in a few minutes, though. In the 1980s, the birth of the video game, this all-time selling book, Coin Op, was inspired by a pizza with a piece missing. Is it
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man. Yep.
Pac-Man.
Okay. So we will go Pac-Man. All right. The 90s was all about who shot Mr. Burns, but in 1981, someone...
Simpsons.
Who was it?
Simpsons.
No,
No,
it was
he
Sue
didn't.
Ellen.
Mr. Burns is on The Simpsons.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the Simpsons. We're talking
We
about
want to know who shot JR.
JR. That was on. That was inspired. That was inspired. Hey, Lily, I'm sorry
Oh,
that
maybe
you
it was Kristen. I think it was Kristen.
I don't know. I've never
It wasn't
really-
Sue Ellen. It
I
was
didn't watch
Kristen.
it. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, I
Does-
watched the crap out of Dallas.
Does anybody know who shot JR?
She should
No,
be
It was
arrested by
either
now.
Sue Ellen or Kristen. I think it was Kristen.
Read the whole question. All right. The 90s was all about who shot Mr. Burns. But in 1981, someone shot J.R. Ewing.
They sure
Who
did.
was it?
And he deserved it too.
Craig said he thought it was Sue Ellen. All right. That's what we'll go with. Sue Ellen. That's what we got clipped.
Okay.
On December the 8th, 1980, John Lennon was gunned down and killed outside his New York City apartment by a deranged fan. Who was the assassin? We've got
Mark
Jimmy
Chapman.
Arthurs, Mark Chapman. I'm pretty sure that's him.
Let's see who that was.
All right. In 1985, which drinks company tried to launch a new world to the world a new world flavor? I'm pretty
Coca-Cola.
sure that's
It was
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, wasn't it?
Yeah, they
Yep.
tried new Coke and it sucked.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I don't like Coke anyways, but
I'm not a fan either. I like my tea.
I like
All right. In
Pepsi.
January the 28th, 1986, the world awakens to the news of the
Space shuttle. Space shuttle Columbia.
Count.
Okay, Columbia.
I saw it from my back porch, but
Really?
yeah, when I lived in Florida, my husband called me. My oldest daughter was 3 weeks old, and he called me and said, "Go look out the back door." And I look up, and there, the smoke thing, the V shape in the sky. And I saw it, and I said, "What is that?" He said, "The space shuttle blew up." I said, "Are you kidding me?"
It's amazing that they didn't have more of that happening, but back in Apollos and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah, it is amazing. Yeah.
So,
All right.
1 out of 60 years ain't bad.
Question number 7. A famous picture, 1989, a lone protester blocking the path of a tank. Where? That was Tiananmen
Tiananmen Square.
Wasn't that Tiananmen?
Tiananmen Square.
Yeah. What year did Chernobyl nuclear disaster take place?
82.
All right. The options are 82, 85, 84, and 86.
I could be wrong about that, y'all.
Well, has anybody got any other, nuke coke
It
one
seems
out?
like it was before I was out of high school, and I graduated high school in 83.
Hey, you're right, Craig. You don't mess with Coca-Cola. I graduated in 83 as well, Charlotte.
Yeah, see, didn't that happen before high school was
I
over?
I think so.
I was already out of high school. I can't help that. I was in the military. I've been in and out of the military by then.
Which of these?
Okay. Which one of these actors didn't star in the cult movie The Breakfast Club? Rob Lowe, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, Michael Anthony Hall. I'm pretty sure that's Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe did.
Rob Lowe did too, didn't he?
No,
Well, who
Breakfast
was
Club?
he?
No.
Oh, okay.
he was not in that one, I don't think.
What are you doing? Taking a test?
Yeah,
they got a test.
test.
It's a quick trivia quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're picking out the ones we think it is. In 1982, a shocking new disease was given a name, AIDS. What is an
Acquired
an
immune
acronym
deficiency.
for?
The first one, yeah.
Acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
Okay, well, let me read out the other. Abnormal,
You don't
acquired
need
immune.
to. I know it's acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
Okay,
He's
That's
right. It is.
I know. I was still
I was going to ask you if you had it.
well.
No.
No, when it comes to devil dog, though, sometimes I just want to give all the options.
I get it. I get it.
Whatever.
All right. What would the 1980s be without Michael Jackson? What name did he give his estate? Neverland.
Never
Yep.
learned.
Neverland.
We all know that.
The
All right,
Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons was a TV comedy representing a affluent African American middle class family in 1975. Which,
Oh my.
I heard some naughty language.
I did too.
Which similar show followed their success in 1984? Different Strokes, Cosby Show, Three in the Middle of the Brady Bunch.
Cosby Show.
Well, the Cosby Show.
I was gonna say
I
Different
think
Strokes.
so.
I think it's Different Strokes.
Yeah, but that was a
Well,
70s show.
Different Strokes though was all about oh,
That was the white man that adopted the two.
adopted, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Different Strokes with Arnold and Willis.
Right.
Yeah.
But the
Wait,
Which one about Willis?
Was he becoming a representative? Which similar show followed 1984?
and we know
Hold on. No. Okay, it would be the Cosby Show because the Cosby Show was about Cliff Huxtable and his family, and they
Right.
were a middle to upper class. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
Different Strokes
Right.
was a comedy.
yeah. I don't remember Three in the Middle.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
On the first May 1982, the biggest naval action. Devil Dog might have been in the military back then.
He
No.
might.
No,
The-
I didn't go in the 80s. I was in middle school in 82.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
I didn't
a
graduate.
puppy.
I didn't graduate till 90. That was 8
Oh.
8 years afterwards.
The
He-
biggest
he's a
naval
puppy.
action to
So
take
you were
place
in, like,
in the Second
8th
World War.
grade, 9th grade at the time. The biggest naval action to take place since Second World War erupted. More than 1,000 men lost their lives. Where did this action take place?
In
Yeah.
Grenada.
Yeah,
Grenade.
yeah. It was like hold on. It was like
It's
the
something.
bombings in Beirut, or the Beirut. But that's a naval action.
Well, it's some kind of islands. Something islands.
I want to say Wake Islands.
Maybe.
That was
What's-
I don't know.
Galapagos, maybe?
I
don't
doubt
know.
it. There ain't nothing there. Except penguins.
Well, no, Grenada is part of
Oh,
Hey.
is it?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I
well,
think
there you go.
I think Grenada is part of the Galapagos Islands.
Okay, well let's try Galapagos. I'm just guessing at that. I'm probably misspelling it, and obviously I am.
It's all right.
That's okay.
It'll
That's-
give us the answer. We'll know if we were right or not.
That's right. Spell checker will help.
By 84.
By 1984,
8
the
million.
world hits a
billion.
new milestone.
8
World's
billion.
population.
8 billion?
Yeah, I think it's 8 billion.
I don't think so. I think it's 5 billion.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong. It's only now around 8 or 9 billion.
Really?
Yeah,
Shoot, I thought China had about 25 of them. 25
that's-
billion of them.
40 years ago. So I'm pretty sure about that. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Why is 5
Yeah.
highlighted? Because I think it's 5 billion. I don't know why it's highlighted other than, when you move this down, it has a tendency to highlight the stuff above it,
Oh, yeah. You got to kind of click off of it first.
I think. In early 1980s, well, let me make sure I'm not, make sure I'm not missing anything on here. In the early 1980s, saw a new format launch into the market and change the way we would buy music forever. Who's
Panasonic.
credited
CDs.
with inventing
1980s CDs.
Panasonic is compact
Is
disc
it? I
player.
was going to say Sony
Nope, it's Panasonic.
because of
Okay,
Sony
and-
Walkmans.
Yeah,
No, Sony
but-
Walkmans were taped though. They weren't.
right.
Well, you
They
know what?
weren't CD, was they?
Both. I mean, I think it started out as tapes and then it became
Go ahead, Al.
CD Walkmans. But I think you might be right, Jerry.
All right, back. I'll take the dog out. Keep talking,
Well,
I can hear you.
I think it is. Well, I'll have to make sure I stay
I
up
think
here
it's.
so I don't.
I'm pretty sure it's Panasonic because they were the first one. They had the laser discs first too.
Okay. Research scientist Dr.
Come
Spence
here.
Silver developed an unusual glue that did not stick very strongly when coated onto tape backings. What product did this adhesive launch into everyday use? Did not stick very strongly.
Post-it notes.
Yeah, Post-it notes. That sounds.
Mhm.
We're gonna go with Post-it notes.
Yeah. I was going to say silly putty, but Post-it notes is everyday use. Silly putty's not.
Silly Putty was
Well-
was around in the 60s anyway.
And that's
Right.
true. Yeah.
I think Silly Putty was also in the 50s. You know.
Yeah. It's been around a long time.
So, in 1989, what significant event took place marking the end of the Cold War? The fall of the
All of the
Berlin Wall.
Berlin Wall.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yes, we can.
All right. David Bowie saw this as early as 1969 as the future of music. It was visuals and music combined. In 1981, which TV medium had emerged to change the face of popular music forever?
MTV.
MTV. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm not even there looking at it.
Wait a minute.
I'm just-
Oh, okay. 81. Yeah. MTV. Or
Well,
video, music videos.
I remember a friend of mine had Robert Clausen when I was living in Houston we moved there in 1981 and was there in 82. Somewhere in that area, I stayed over at my friend's house
Mhm.
and stayed up all night watching MTV. We had been, that's beside the point. What crashed and sparked fear of recession across the USA in October 1987? Was it the Pan Am 103, U.S. Marine Headquarters in Lebanon, Korean airline flight KL 007, or the Dow Jones Index?
It was probably the Dow Jones, but it could have been the Marine headquarters in Lebanon. No.
By the way,
That was earlier than that.
Craig, I'm sorry, so sorry. I have not added you as a moderator. I've been derelict in my duties. Oh, hey, Cat. Hey, Cat Lynn. Sorry, I've been derelict in my duties. And you are now, both of you are now, what you call moderators.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Numis Maniac, too. I need to make him a moderator.
But my
Yeah,
answer is the
those
Dow
are wrong.
Jones.
87.
Devil Dog, when did the Marine headquarters get blown up in Lebanon?
Hey, Cat Lynn, I'm sorry.
What year was that?
This should be my young lady.
I don't remember. It was in the 80s, I think.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think it was it 80s. I was in high school in 87, so
Well,
Well,
I think
If
it was earlier than that.
wasn't it during the Carter administration?
I think that was I think it's going to be the Dow Jones because that's when isn't that when Reagan took the reins?
Yeah,
And-
and it's all, yeah. Well, he took the reins in '84, but it took a while for everything to trickle down.
It was 83. It was
Okay.
83 when the Marines barracks got or headquarters. Yeah, barracks got.
I thought it was
Oh,
earlier '80s.
Yeah.
And the Dow Jones is basically the stock market.
Yeah. So it's either Korean airline flight KAL 007 or I think it's going to be the Pan Am flight 103.
That's what I was thinking it was
You
too.
think?
I think so because I remember something more about that than I do the others.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just guessing. Who knows? One of the belt loops, other channels. Well, thank you. I appreciate you dropping that for me, Gandalf. I really do. And I'm trying to look at both. Cat Lynn says Dow Jones she thinks. I think though that was after that happened before. Because if one of anyhow, I'm just thinking the timing doesn't work.
Right.
Which one of these is not a 1980s invention? The
Prozac.
Apple II, Nintendo, Cabbage Patch Kids, or Prozac?
Prozac.
Really?
Yep.
I
was
was
thinking
going
Apple
to say that too.
Okay, well, if y'all think it's Prozac, then we'll go with Prozac.
But yeah. I'm
You
struggling between the Apple II and the Prozac.
Apple II came out in the 80s.
Did it?
Yep.
Did
And so
Okay.
and Nintendo also did because it was
My
the
daughter
late
had
80s.
one.
And the
good
Cabbage
to
Patch
see
Dolls
you,
were
Bruce.
early 80s. So I'm pretty sure
Definitely
it's Prozac.
80s. Yeah. Prozac.
good to see you, Bruce.
Hey,
All right,
Bruce.
well, we're going to go with Prozac.
Okay.
All right.
And the percentage is right is
Well, let's see. Submit my answers. Right on the first one. The second one, I was
Yay.
wrong on Sue Ellen. It was Kristen Shepard.
yep.
I didn't watch the show, so I wouldn't have known that.
Next.
Right
She's
on.
the one he was messing with, and he was married to Sue Ellen, the one that
Oh,
y'all picked. And Kristen was Sue Ellen's niece or something. And JR was messing with Kristen, but she was a grown woman. She was real pretty too. And Sue Ellen found out about it. And after all the evil things he had already done to her, all the whole decades of that show, or decade of it, she decided to shoot him, and she did.
Well, I didn't watch it. You know, we could have benefited from having Shooting Star Mississippi here. For
Yeah.
that. He's a little bit older than I am, and maybe he
Hey,
would know.
Bruce.
We're thankful you're here now, though, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
What's the next one?
Yeah, move along, Gary.
Oh, we
Mark-
got that one right.
Yeah. It was Coca-Cola. We were
Good.
wrong about being
It
named
was a Challenger.
You know, I thought it
Oh,
was a Challenger.
Challenger.
I thought it was too, but Devil Dog was on Columbia, so I thought it was Challenger though.
My mind went completely blank. I didn't even have an answer.
He sounded so positive. So, famous picture, 1989, lone protester was Tiananmen Square. We were wrong about Chernobyl. It was not 82. It was an 86.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Ain't no big deal. 54% of players answered this correctly.
Okay.
That means 46 didn't. So we're in
Which
the 46
actor-
part.
Which actor didn't star in the cult movie The Breakfast Club? We were right. It was not Rob Lowe.
Very
70% of the
Good.
players got that correct.
Mm-hmm.
The shocking new disease, AIDS, Devil Dog was 100% right.
Yep.
93% of the people got that right. Michael Jackson, Neverland, 96% of the people got that right, and we were right. The Jeffersons comedy, The Cosby Show, 87% got that right. The biggest naval action, more than 1,000 men lost their lives. It was
Falk Island.
Oh.
the Galapagos.
It was the Falkland Islands.
Falkland. That's
Now,
right.
that was a long
Only
time
50
ago.
Only 52% of the people got that right, though.
Mm-hmm.
We did get it right.
that
It
one.
was, in fact, in 1984, the world population hit a new milestone. It was 5 billion people. Only 45% of players answered that correctly.
Wow.
In 19,
Oh, it's Philips and
Well,
Sony.
it was Philips and Sony.
Dang. Only 17% got that right.
All right. Well, we blame you on that.
Charlotte said,
Yep, I
Charlotte
take
said
that.
Sony.
I
Yeah,
fell in,
Charlotte had it
I
right.
fell in that group of the 17 of the 83 that got it wrong.
It's not because I knew for sure. I was just doing deduction.
That's okay. Research scientist, doctor, we got it right. It was Post-it notes.
Mm-hmm.
90% of the people got that right. In 1989, significant of the fall of the Berlin Wall, we all knew that.
91 got it right. I'm surprised.
I'm
David
surprised
Bowie,
that so many got it wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
8%, 9. I'm
9%.
sorry. Go ahead, Gary.
9% got that wrong. David Bowie, MTV, 79% got that right.
Only 79?
Yeah, I was wrong about it being Pan Am Flight
It was the Dow
103.
Jones.
And let's see, it was over here. Who was that? That Kim, Kat Lynn said that it was the Dow Jones, and she was right, and I was wrong.
Apple
The
II wasn't
Prozac-
made in the 80s?
How do you like that? Apple II was not created in the 80s. It was created in 1979.
79. That's why. Okay.
Or the Prozac was not. It was in 19. Apple II was.
79.
Wait a minute. Apple II was invented in. How was that make it in the 80s though?
That's what I want to know because that's
Yes, well.
79.
It was said what was not made in the 80s. It was made 1979.
Oh,
The question,
okay.
Yeah. Well, I started
Which was
studying.
not.
I started studying DOS in 1982, so I
Did
figured
you?
it was on an Apple II.
well, I need to file a complaint with that one because it. I don't know.
It was kind of a trick question.
Well, it's saying 79. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was later.
I did too.
But we got 13 out of 20 correct. Fun
Not
fact.
bad for a bunch of old fogies who
Sure.
lived through it.
You can't remember it.
Well, that's what happens when you get to be an old fogey. Your memory fades.
That's right.
My pleasure, Craig. You're 43, Luke. Okay, so that was a little bit before your time. I expect you were pretty young. Real young.
Luke was real young. Yeah.
We could
Luke's
do
younger than my
it happened in
oldest
the
son.
80s. Well, how long we been live now?
136, 137 in 3 seconds.
Okay, we got
1.
plenty of time.
Oh, we should do 64.
Okay. I don't
Just
know
to
what that
see
is.
how. It says it's difficult though.
Well, let's try an easier one. 1980.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. All right, this is a 1980s time capsule. It's supposed to be easy, dealing with certain fad items in the 1980s. All right, first question. The first team we removed from time capsule was a very influential album. Pictured the artist reclined in a white suit and it featured PYT and Billie Jean. Well, we all know that is Beat It or
Beat It.
Thriller. Beat It. All right.
I think it was Beat It. I think.
Well, I know that Michael
Thriller
Jackson.
had the monster face on it, didn't it?
Yeah, Thriller. He was in red.
thing.
He was in red. The red.
So is it
Right.
Beat It or Thriller?
I think it's Beat It. That's my final answer. But y'all go ahead and I'm not the authority here.
I'm not the authority on Michael Jackson, but in Thriller,
All
I'm pretty
right.
sure he was wearing a red suit.
Okay, that makes sense to me. And Craig says, yeah, Thriller was dark. A month from today, Cat Lynn turns 44. Happy birthday. I bet I'm the first one to tell you happy birthday, too.
And a month early.
Yeah, well, of
A
course.
month early.
Hey, at least then I won't forget it. I already said it. Now. Another fad item removed from the time capsule was the bane of many people's existence during the 1980s. It was, I already know what this is.
Yeah, me too.
The Rubik's Cube.
Yep.
Darn right it was. That stinking thing. I never solved it.
I could solve it. I could take it apart and put it back together.
That don't count.
This late 1980s, early 1990s fad item came from capsule, was eventually taken off the market because of the metal edges of this colorful yet violent jewelry proved to be too sharp enough to draw blood. Jelly anklets, slap bracelets, mood rings, choker necklaces.
Slap bracelet. No, that's not.
I don't have
90s.
a clue.
Slap bracelets, I think.
Slap bracelets are recent, I think. I don't think they were.
No, they're
around
not.
in the 80s.
My daughter had one when she was a little girl.
In the
And
80s?
she's 37 now. She was born in 86.
Well,
They
she
were
was
being
real
metal.
little then.
Let's
They're
see.
still out there, so they're not taking off.
Yeah,
the
they are
market.
still out there, but they're made of different stuff now.
Right
Yeah.
now, I think
They
that,
were metal. Now they're plastic.
well, we're going to go with Charlotte because I don't know. I don't have a clue on that one. So we're going to go with Charlotte. And I think I remember seeing something about that way back when.
I think so too.
I don't remember the 1990s. I remember the 80s, but I don't remember the 90s.
What are you
This
doing in
was
the
the
90s?
I must have been sleeping through the 90s.
This is the 80s. Ain't that in the 80s? Hold on, what did it say?
Well,
Yeah, it says in late 1980s, not 90s.
in the early 1990s is what 80s
No,
or
it
90s,
says in the late 80s, 1980s.
and
Yeah.
in the early
Early
1990s.
1990s. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the Marine Corps in 1990s.
Yeah, you got out in '93, didn't you, Devil Dog?
Yep.
I know the answer to this one. I don't have a doubt whatsoever in my mind about it, but I'll read it and let y'all. If y'all,
Okay.
the 1980s saw the birth of music video. To represent that, I placed a cassette tape of the first song played on the MTV in 1981.
No clue.
I
Video
know-
killed the radio star.
That's right, by the Buggles. I knew that one. So that's what we're going with. This fad we pulled out of the time capsule. I'm gonna quit reading this stuff about the time capsule. It features stuffed animals, a TV series, and 3 movies originally based on greeting card characters. Some of the heroes of the series had names like Tenderheart, Grumpy, Cheer, Birthday.
Care Bears.
Care Bears.
Care Bears.
All right, Care Bears. All right, Nicole. All right, here, go
Play
get
it
it.
I can.
This entertainment console series developed.
Sorry. Hold on.
All right.
Finish the story. I don't know. Hold on.
Was a staple for kids in the 1980s, at least
Yeah.
until Nintendo.
Yeah, Atari.
Yeah, Atari.
All right, I
Definitely.
remember my cousin had one of those.
I had one of them too.
I had an Atari as well.
Next out of the 1980s time capsule was a packet of these collector cards designed to I remember. I know this one. Designed to parody the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Garbage Pail Kids.
Pail Kids, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids. All right. The next set of items we removed from the time capsule was a set of Ray-Ban aviator sunglasses wrapped in military dog tags. An obvious tribute
Top
to
Gun.
which 1986 Tony Scott movie?
Top
Top
Gun.
Gun.
That's right. All right. Well, the other options are Bull Durham, Dick Tracy, and 16 Candles. Top
Yeah.
Gun. That's right. And Kat Lynn's killing it over here. She's getting all these things right.
Good.
She's doing the same things we are. This 1988, and it looks like Craig is too. He remembers them being banned. Care Bears garbage. All right. This 1980s fad was hollowed out Mexican clay pot shaped like an animal and covered with
Chia Pet. Hold on. Covered with what? Let me read.
You're right.
He's right. Chia Pet's
You're right.
Well, see, I'm not even reading. I'm not even looking over there. I'm playing on my phone and listening to Gary read. So.
And you can still get them, I think, but they look different.
Yeah, you
They're
can still
people's heads, and it grows hair.
They got all kinds of things out now.
Yeah.
Seeds of Salvia hispanica. The original design was shaped like a ram, and that is Chia Pet, I think.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. This colorful watch brand with plastic straps.
I know this. Hold on. What's the answer? Swatch.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, let me finish the question.
Well,
Yeah,
Sorry.
Recorded in
yeah. It's no
Switzerland.
race. It's not a race.
1982, 83, American kids would sometimes wear multiple watches at the same time. I can't believe, when I was a kid, we couldn't afford things like a Swatch watch. How could, I mean, it just,
You weren't a kid when Swatch watches come out. You were an adult already.
hey, I graduated in 1983. And
Well,
that,
yeah, you were an adult.
okay, but still, I'm annoyed. Let me be annoyed.
I couldn't afford them either.
I never had them, but my friends and stuff had them because I couldn't afford them.
All right.
I can't afford to
Submit
watch
my
now.
answers.
That's why I have a
We
phone.
were wrong. It
We
was
were wrong.
What? I'm wrong
It
on
was
what?
not. It was
Oh.
not Beat It. It was Thriller.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I was wondering about that just because Thriller was a huge album, but is it Beat It? Beat It? Want to be
You're
starting?
hurting my ears.
Sorry.
Wow.
right. Well, we were right about the Rubik's Cube, but apparently 71% of the players got the whole album thing.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't feel so bad now.
Well, we weren't getting Rolexes. LOL. Me neither.
No, we weren't.
Salute. Hey, Cypher 730. Let's see, and make sure I'm trying to pay attention to the chat. 71% of the people got that right. I guess we're in the bottom 29%.
That's
Hey,
all right.
But it's a 29, so there's that. I'd rather be in the bottom 29% than top 71% in him.
Honestly, I wasn't a huge Michael Jackson fan. I remember hearing his music on the radio, but I didn't follow him or anything.
Yeah,
I
wasn't
loved his-
either. What's up, Cody?
I loved his album Off the Wall.
Yeah.
I like Weird Al Yankovic better. Eat it, don't you make me
All right.
have a little.
You can sing the whole thing if
I don't know. I don't even know the whole thing.
I know of Al Yankovic though.
Yeah,
He was funny.
yeah.
He was funny.
We were right
Still
about.
alive?
Just eat it, just eat it.
We were right about the Rubik's Cube. 99% of the people got that correct.
Okay.
I'd hate to get that one wrong.
I would too.
Yeah. Slap bracelet.
did.
52% got it right.
52% got this right, and we are in the top 52%. Slap bracelets was the violent jewelry that tended to draw blood.
Mm-hmm. Violent. Jeez.
Violent, yeah.
Video
Scratches
tip, the
them.
radio star, the Buggles. I knew that one. We got that one right.
Yeah.
80% got that right.
86 got Care Bears right.
Yeah, because we did get Care Bears. Atari was correct.
80%
Dapper
got
Dog,
that right.
you were in the top 80%. I like this.
91%.
Well, it's not even it's 91% of that. I like what they said. A plethora of parental complaints halted the release of the animated series, and the movie release was a flop.
Was a flop.
But what I love about it is that he used the word plethora.
Yeah.
He must have had a Gary's $5 word book.
Hey, I've used that one, I think, before.
Yes,
Well, I
you
know
have.
I've used it. I just
I
don't
know
know
you've
if
used
there's a
it.
video on it. Obviously, 96% of the people got the Top Gun reference.
Yep. Yeah, we only missed one.
Chia Pet. Have we missed? Oh, yeah, we did miss one, didn't we?
Yep, the very first one.
The Michael Jackson one.
Yeah, that's right. Chia Pet was right. 88% of the people got that right. Colorful watch brand, we got the Swatch right. And almost perfect.
Almost perfect.
So close.
So close.
That's how my life is. Almost perfect.
Right.
All right. All right, we can. It happened in the 80s. Remember 1986? That's tough. It happened in the 80s average. Do you remember 1982? Remember 1983? 80s triumph.
Triumphs and disasters.
Okay, that's
That
average.
sounds interesting.
Yeah, and we're a pretty average group, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Crack cocaine hits the streets.
It's interesting that they could pinpoint that. On
It's
January.
not. No, it's the Chandler explosion.
Yeah, it was the Challenger exploded
Okay.
because it was January 28th. Yep, definitely.
All right.
A huge
On
one.
August 21st, 1986, a huge cloud of carbon dioxide killed 1,700 people. Where did this happen? Argentina, Cameroon, Brazil, or Afghanistan?
It was caused by a train wreck too.
I believe it was Argentina, but don't take me at my word. I'm just.
Well, Craig says Cameroon.
Was it Cameroon?
It may have been. I just know it happened by a train. It was caused by a train wreck.
I remember that because the tanks, I guess, split open or something.
Yep. They had.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Well, let's go with Cameroon because
That's
I'm not
good.
confident in my.
We're gonna go with Craig on this
Yeah.
one.
Cat Lynn says Afghanistan.
Who said? What? I hate to go against Craig, but hey, Snugster 101, good to see you.
It was one of them foreign countries.
Cat's
Wasn't
been
here.
really good on this, so I'm sorry, Craig. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, she's guessing. I'm guessing too, but we all got to guess at some point.
Right.
What did she say? Afghanistan.
I said Argentina. She said Cameroon. Somebody said Cameroon and somebody said Afghanistan.
Right. So,
The last answer was Afghanistan that you said.
all right. Hey, Coyote, good to see you, brother. All right. The Pope was shot by a Turk. When? August 1980, May 1981, April 1980, March 1981. I don't have a clue.
I think it's April.
I think so
1980,
too because I think it was
The
near
Easter.
Easter time.
Yeah.
Because he was in one of the. No, he wasn't.
Nope.
But he
Yeah,
was
that-
riding through town.
That's when they came out of the
That's
bubble
when
car
they
afterwards.
came out with the covered thing. Yeah.
Yep. I'm
with
going
the
to say
bullet.
April 1980.
That's what. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a deduction there.
Well, we're going to go with it. Oh, this is funny. In 1982, which Michael Jackson album was a must-have? Hey,
I think we ought to say Thriller.
Eat it.
just eat it. I must have hit the F11 button. Sorry. Oh, y'all know that's what happens when you're watching the browser and you hit F11. It eliminates the sides of it or the frame of it. It's still there. You can hit F11 again and it'll come back to you. Which of the following did not happen in 1983? Smallpox is considered eradicated by the World Health Organization. The U.S. Embassy is bombed in Beirut, killing 40 people. Sally Ride became the first American woman to go into space. USSR shoots and destroys South Korean flight 007.
Did not
Sally
happen.
Ride.
Um,
That's my answer. Y'all go.
That
Well-
did not happen. We're sure it did not happen in 83.
I don't think Sally Ride went into space in '83, but I could be wrong.
I thought she was later, wasn't she?
That's what I thought too. Later,
Oh, it's all good. It's all in fun,
she went on a
Cat.
space shuttle. I know that.
Well, we got to figure out something.
Gandalf says the flight 007, but
It could be any of those.
Well,
Honestly.
Gandalf, if it's okay with y'all, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
with
of course.
yep.
All right,
It's
because
a crapshoot at this point.
it really is. Again, which of the following did not happen in 1988? I can tell you that's the year I got married. Bobby McFerrin tells everyone, "Don't worry, be happy."
Don't worry.
That
Be
happened before
happy.
then, I think. But I don't know. Pan Am Flight 103 explodes over Lockerbie, Scotland. Libyan terrorists are suspected. Black Monday, stock market drops 22%. Prozac is introduced.
I'm going to say it's a Black Monday.
That's what I was going to say too. It was again crapshoot.
I'm not sure that we sleep at some point.
Not very much so.
Not much.
Busby.
It just catches up with us.
Yeah. What did we say? Black Monday?
Black Monday.
Yeah. That was my guess and Jerry's guess. You might have another guess.
Busby Adventures. Do you know which did not happen in 1988? Bobby McFerrin had his "Don't Worry, Be Happy" song. Pan Am Flight 103 explodes over Lockerbie, Scotland.
That was
Black
later.
Monday, where stock market dropped 22%, and Prozac was introduced. I don't know. Black Monday, Catlin agrees with Black Monday, so I guess we're going to go with that. Which sport had a 42-day strike? that
Baseball.
ended up-
Baseball. Anybody see my baseball?
All right. Any
Have you
other
seen my baseball?
opinions?
In
All right.
81,
On May 18th, 1980, which volcano erupted in
Mount St.
Washington?
Helens.
Yep.
I know that one to be.
Eddie
to
cracked
what
me
we're
up. You say it so fast, like it was a race.
Well,
Shut up. I'm playing Call of Duty.
Okay.
I just thought it's because you real competitive, Eddie.
Well, that too.
Ooh.
The,
what was not in the 80s?
In the 1980s, it had its share of ups and downs as well. Which one was not in the 1980s? The fall of the Berlin Wall.
No, that happened.
Nope, that was 80s.
An earthquake disrupts the World Series between San Francisco Giants and the Oakland A's.
No, that happened.
In the 70s, wasn't it?
I don't know. Geraldo Rivera gets his nose broke by a violent guest.
That was the 80s.
That happened.
Milli Vanilli returned their Grammy as they were lip
That
sync.
didn't happen.
See, now I don't know if that was 90s.
That didn't happen in the 80s.
Craig
did it?
says Milli Vanilli,
Yeah.
and that happens.
Oh, did he lip sync?
Yeah, when they lip sync.
Yeah. I think that was 90s, but I'm not
Millie.
sure.
Our Gandalf also said Millie, and Busby said Millie.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Well, let's
Cat
go with
Lynn
that.
said Millie Vanilli as well. So
Okay.
we're definitely going with Millie Vanilli.
Yeah.
Blame it on the rain that was falling.
The next one's
Oh,
And
the
Exxon
next one is the
Valdez.
Exxon Valdez. Yeah.
that's right.
Exxon Valdez. All right, well, let me read it for the folks out in the
Okay, you can.
chat.
Yeah, he didn't even read it where I could answer. You know I'm not reading it.
What was the
Cheaters.
name of the ship that ran aground in Prince
The
William
Exxon
Sound?
Valdez.
And the choices are Exxon Valdez, Texaco Valdez, Mobile Valdez, or the Gulf
I
Valdez.
already answered.
I know. Exxon Valdez. All right.
That's funny.
And you were late.
Are y'all ready to see what the answers are?
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I got to, I got to ask the question.
Well,
we
we're
were
done.
wrong.
Uh-oh.
It was Cameroon.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah, who was that said Cameroon?
It was
it was
Craig,
probably
wasn't it?
Craig.
Yeah, I think
no,
Craig.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it was Craig said
Okay,
Cameroon.
okay.
It
I
was
just looked back up.
May 81.
See, I can't remember what happened in the 80s or just a few minutes ago.
Well, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry, Coyote.
Oh, we were wrong about the Pope, Jerry.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's okay.
We're wrong.
40% got it right on this one. So
Well, it was a good guess, you know?
it was.
39% got that one right.
And
So
apparently May of 1981, not April of 1980.
Okay.
you
That's
only
okay.
missed by 13 months.
We were right about Thriller.
Yay! Uh-oh.
We were wrong about USSR.
No kidding.
It say the
Smallpox.
correct answer was smallpox is considered eradicated through the World Health Organization.
I thought that was later than that. Okay.
Well, it probably was because the question which did not happen in 1983.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
So, which of the following did not happen in 1988? The answer that y'all gave and
Black
y'all
Monday.
got right was Black Monday.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, Coyote. Next time we'll give it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right. The question with y'all were right about it being baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Mount
course, it
St.
was
Helens?
Mount St. Helens.
Mm-hmm.
The
That was too easy.
volcano
That was a
erupted
gimme.
in 1980.
All right.
Sorry,
He got it
Coyote.
right. They got it right with the Milli Vanilli. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Everybody.
33% people got that.
I was clueless.
Well, I guarantee you what, like 95% of the people in here got it right. So,
Yeah.
Coyote.
which of the name of the ship that ran across? Everybody knows that was
Oh, yeah.
Valdez. So,
Well, we
Oh,
got a
thanks, Gary.
70.
Thanks, Gary, calling me dumb.
That's passing.
I didn't call you dumb. In fact,
like
you're pretty,
everybody knows that.
well, that wasn't the only thing you answered. Besides, if you didn't answer it, then you would be dumb.
Well, you didn't even hear the whole question, Devil Dog.
Well, he knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it off the bat. So, let's see. We've been 2 hours.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I guess we could go a little longer.
Yeah, we can. There's nobody.
Hey, I ain't got no hurry.
There's nobody coming on after you.
Not that I know of. It was a big thing for them to get caught lip syncing. That was,
That was back then, wasn't it?
yeah.
Now they
and
do
I
it all the
remember
time.
The backup singers, or the backup singers, is the one that came forward and said something about it. Because
I'll be
they
back.
said, if I remember correctly, well, we remember the 80s, the awesome 80s. It happened in the 80s. I guess it really just matters whether we want an easy one. And for
They're
that
all
matter,
average.
do we want to
Yeah,
stick with
I'm
that?
dumb. Make an easy one.
They're all average, Gary. Except for
I
the
know,
first
they're all
two.
average. Well, we still got It Never Happened, which is very easy.
We want a hard one.
Okay.
No, we
Well,
don't
just-
want a hard one. I'm stupid.
We'll see
No,
how
you're
smart
not.
Eddie really is.
It was huge to me. Number 4. Okay, we'll go with number 4. An American Kid in the 80s.
There you go.
Yeah.
Of course,
Oh,
I
American
was.
Kid in the
I was
80s,
already an
I
adult
might
in
be
the
able to get
80s.
that one.
Well, who was the U.S. president from most of the 80s? I think we can all agree that
Jimmy Carter or Ronald
George
Reagan.
Bush.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
George Bush.
Yeah. I think we can
Yeah,
all
because
agree.
Carter
That,
was 70s.
by the way, do y'all remember that joke by Reagan?
Which
No.
one?
I mean,
There was
the
lots of them.
the one about how he was over in Russia and he was talking about how, the driver was talking about, they were saying, well, in America, I can go into the president's office and bang on the desk, say, I don't like the way you run in this country. And the other fellow, the Russian says, I can do that. He said, you can do that? He said, yes, I can go into the president's desk and say, I don't like the way Ronald Reagan is running this country. I thought it was cute. That Reagan was funny. He had some funny stuff. What musical artist was given the title Queen of Pop? Madonna?
Unfortunately, it was Madonna.
Okay, well, let me read the options, and
Okay.
I agree with you. But Madonna, Selena, Cher, or Sheena E.
Who?
Any disagreements with Madonna? And I'm gonna give them a chance to respond in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't
It
saying
should have
nothing.
been Selena, but she got murdered.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was terrible.
Busby says Madonna as well, and so does Kat Lynn.
Okay.
All right, Coyote, do you have an answer? We're thinking it's Madonna.
I
I never did like her very much.
Well, I ain't gonna comment. He said Madonna as well, so we're gonna go with Madonna. What is Tang? Mineral water, orange drink,
I know,
lemonade, or
but I
ginger
ain't
beer?
answering.
Orange
Y'all
drink.
got to give them a chance to answer.
Everyone
just
knows
said
that, though.
Well,
Well,
this is multiple choice. Everybody's got welcome to what they think.
Nobody's
So-
going to get that one wrong. Nobody's gonna
Nobody
argue about
shouldn't
that.
get it wrong.
Well, not if you don't give them a chance to get it wrong.
Well, we're going to give them a chance.
Well, still.
Go ahead, y'all. Go write something down
The
and get it
options.
wrong.
Here are the options: mineral
what?
water, orange drink, lemonade, or ginger beer. Coyote says orange drink.
Still, see the
So
thing
does
is,
Cat Lynn.
it ain't about them getting it wrong either. It's about giving them a chance to get it right. Make them feel smart.
I agree. Gandalf says orange. So does Busby Adventures. Orange drink. Vitamin C orange drink is what Luke
Mhm.
Baker says.
It
And I
was
think,
what the astronauts drank.
yeah.
That's what
Well,
they
we're
told us anyhow.
All right.
That's what it was developed for.
Right.
What TV show featured a band of crime fighters who drove a van?
Scooby Doo.
No, don't answer it. Scooby Doo's not on here. That would be
Wait a
good answer,
minute.
though.
It was
I know the
Scooby-Doo.
answer. No, I know the answer. No,
It was
it's a different
Scooby
one.
Doo.
Okay, well, the options here are Chips, Hill Street Blues, Cagney and Lacey, the A-Team. Busby
A-Team.
Adventures
Oh,
says
sorry.
the A-Team. Coyote says the A-Team.
Was it?
I
It
vote.
must be the A team then.
It is the A team.
Atypical. Good
That
to
was-
see you, by the way. The A-Team.
Is that the one that had the I pity the fool guy on
Yes,
it?
yes, Mr. T.
Okay.
Which was
And
B.A.
Murdoch.
Baracus, and then you
And it
had
had
Murdoch,
Murdoch.
which was the crazy one. Well,
My daughter
He really wasn't
loved
crazy.
Mr. T.
and then you had B.A. Baracus, you had Murdoch, you had Face, and you had Hannibal.
And I
I'll
love
be
it when the
darned.
plan comes together.
I love it when a plan comes
It comes
together. That's
together.
right.
Right.
That is the
What
A-Team.
we have here is a failure to communicate.
Now that
The
wasn't
A-Team.
that wasn't the A-Team.
No.
That was.
I know.
I actually watched that movie the other day.
Did you? I ate 50 eggs.
Cool Hand Luke. All right, who was the WWF's world champion throughout a large part of the 80s?
I know
Triple H.
the answer. No, not Triple H. He wasn't even in there.
Oh, but he was the best one of the whole bunch.
No,
Well,
he
it's
wasn't.
two words.
I know who it is. Hush, Gary. I'm giving him a chance to answer, but I know this answer.
I do
Nope.
too.
Nope.
Oh, I know who it was.
Hush. Yep, he got it. Busby got it.
Dusty
Well-
Rhodes.
But
That's
no,
what I'm saying. That's what I was saying
Oh,
too.
it
Hulk
wasn't
Hogan.
Dusty Rhodes. Busby got it.
Atypical.
That
Atypical
was the
said
70s
Jake
gun, I
Snake,
guess.
Kent Hollywood.
Who was
What?
it?
Busby got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I was
I
I
pretty
can't
sure.
see what Busby wrote.
Hulk Hogan.
Are you
His name
kidding
is
me?
Terry.
No, it was Hulk Hogan in the 80s. That's when I
His name
watched
is
it.
Terry.
I believe that's right. We'll
Yes,
find
it was-
out.
yes, his name was Terry, but it was Hulk Hogan.
I'll be
The
darned.
stage name was Hulk Hogan.
Which of the action figures was not introduced in the 1980s? He-Man,
I know.
G.I. Joe, RoboCop, Shogun Warrior. And I think I know this one, but I ain't saying either. In fact, I know.
I
think
know
it
who
too.
it is, but I ain't gonna say. I think I know who it is.
Oh, I don't have any doubt about this one.
I
He
kind of
being
know.
almost
G.I.
positive.
Joe, RoboCop, or Shogun Warrior. Wright Coyote says he don't know. Gandalf says Robo. Busby said the last one.
Well,
Atypical said RoboCop. I'm not sure. He-Man, Luke Baker. I know the first two were in the 80s.
no.
G.I. Joe was earlier.
G.I. Joe
than that.
was way before the
G.I.
80s.
Joe was before that.
What?
It was
About
back
the same
in
time
No,
60s.
it was
Barbie came
not.
out?
G.I. Joe was in the 80s.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
G.I. Joe
You
was
know
what?
60s or 70s.
Eddie,
No, it was.
I had
Eddie.
one in the 70s. My brother
Eddie.
used to play
What?
with it.
I am old. I was in the 70s. Had one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
In the
Whatever,
80s, I was
whatever.
alrery in the military.
Whatever.
It was
y'all
a
are
G.I.
wrong, but
Joe.
Go ahead. Whatever. Y'all
We ain't
wrong.
wrong.
G.I. Joe.
Well, let me
Y'all are
ask you,
wrong, but go
Devil
ahead.
Dog.
Nope.
Let me
nope,
ask
I
you-
ain't answering. Nope.
Okay.
You should.
I'm pretty sure it's G.I. Joe.
I'm
Okay, y'all
pretty
are,
sure
y'all are
it's
right.
G.I.
Whatever.
Joe.
I'm wrong.
Well,
G.I. Joe
Devil
was in the
Dog,
60s.
I remember having a G.I. Joe,
Okay,
when
fine.
I was just
Maybe
a
it
kid.
was. Maybe it was.
but that's why I'm going that route. I could be wrong. I know my baby brother, Jeremy, who, he had a He-Man, and that's what he was into.
Mhm.
RoboCop, I don't even know Shogun Warrior. And RoboCop, I remember watching the show. It seems like I was a teenager or something at that time. So, Cat Lynn said my brothers had Skeletor's Mountain. That's cool. Yeah, that was,
Remember Stretch Armstrong?
I
Yeah.
do.
He was cool.
He had a red goo, inside of him.
Yeah.
A lot of people tore him up.
G.I. Joe was introduced in 1964.
I know it's been a while. What brand of eau de cologne was made popular in the 80s?
Polo.
Polo, Realm, CK1, or none of these? I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to wait to see what other people say.
Did you not hear me?
What did you say?
Never mind. I ain't saying it.
What is that supposed to mean? What's that EAU declo?
It's just a cologne.
Eau de cologne.
Eau de Tolo.
It just means perfume.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
I was looking for Drakkar Noir on there,
I
Buzz.
love that stuff. That
In
smells
fact-
amazing.
Y'all gonna think I'm set in my ways.
You sure are. Look at you.
Woo!
Woo.
You made Tammy get up.
You can't have none, Tammy, if you get up. All right. All right. Did anybody else? Drakkar Noir? That's not one of the options.
No, it's Polo, I believe.
Cologne, yeah, smelly good stuff.
I remember that
Call it
green
polo
bottle.
water.
English leather isn't an option either.
We should call it polo water.
Shoot, my
Before
dad
that-
wore English leather when I was a little tiny youngin'.
That's what I'm thinking. It's polo.
Yeah.
It was the white cologne, with the white bottle cologne that my
Did it have
grandpa
a-
used to use. What
Old
was it called?
Spice.
Old Spice. Yeah,
Old
that's
Spice.
it.
Yeah. Hey, I still wear Old Spice.
Of course, you're old.
Oh no, that was Irish Spring.
Okay.
I think I know this one.
kind of
I think I know
jacket?
the answer to this.
What kind of jacket would a kid wear in a kid of the 80s worn?
Oh, I know this too.
I think I do too. But,
I have no idea.
I remember this just because I didn't have one. I never had all the good stuff.
It wasn't
Remember
those
that.
silk jackets, was it?
No, you're thinking, I think, a parachute, windbreakers. That it's a particular brand of jacket.
Quit taking
You
my
know,
phone.
North Face.
No, that was more like 90s or 2000s or something.
Oh.
That's more of
Oh, I know.
It's
Members
2 words.
only.
That's right. That's what I think it is.
That's what I think too.
It took me a
Members
while.
only. OFNA got it. Hey, I didn't see you come in. Thank you for coming in. I believe it's a members only as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
type
is.
it in there.
All right.
I think only the boys wore that though.
Yeah. I was
I don't
thinking
know any girls
Letterman's
that wore
jacket at first.
Oh, members only. All right. What? Oh, everybody knows this or should. What car company made the Trans Am?
Go ahead
Chevrolet,
and mark it.
I
'Cause
know
we
this.
all
I
know
know
it.
this. I know this.
Chevrolet, Buick, Ford, or Pontiac. I'm gonna let somebody else say it.
I know it.
All
I
right,
know
go
it.
ahead, y'all.
I know it. I know it.
Chat, say it.
We'll let Devil Dog say it, but we want to wait till somebody in the chat says it first.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, you know it. I know you know it. You know,
Well, we know everybody
pink
knows
ones for
that.
girls. I didn't know that. Members only, had pink ones for girls. I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
It was not Chevy, Catlin. It was not Chevy.
No.
Atypical.
Not Chevy.
No.
Chevy.
Oh, wait a minute. That's one of the options. I shouldn't say that until after.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that, cheater.
I'm sorry.
Well, he narrowed it down.
I will tell you, it's either
50-50.
it's either Buick, Ford, or Pontiac.
Yep.
Grant Gandalf says Pontiac. Busby Chevrolet Wright said Toyo wasn't an option, Coyote. Do you want to say it, Devil Dog?
Pontiac.
That's right.
That's right.
Pontiac Grand Am.
Pontiac Trans Am as well.
Chevy Camaro.
Mustang for Ford.
Buick Olds 442.
Oh,
Ford.
yeah.
You had Ford, Falcon, Ford.
You going way back.
Ford Fairlane, Ford
Ford
Taurus,
Mustang.
Ford Tempo, Ford Mustang.
Ford
All right.
Pinto.
All right.
You
Who
know,
is
you notice
Paul?
there's no Dodges up there, right? You realize that?
Dodge
Mopar.
That's right.
That was a Challenger, wasn't it?
Dodge had
Dodge
Challenger, yeah,
does have Challengers.
and still do. They
Paul
brought them
Rubens.
back. Paul
That
Rubens. Paul Rubens, better known as Bozo, Captain
Crocodile.
Kangaroo.
Whoops, sorry.
Crocodile.
It ain't Crocodile Dundee.
That's Paul
Paul
Hogan.
Hogan. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, but this
that
is
what you
Paul
said?
Rubens.
Oh,
Paul
okay.
Rubens.
Paul Rubens is better known as Bozo,
Oh, I thought you said
No,
Paul
I know who
Hogan.
it is. I know
No.
who it is.
Captain
That was his, too, I
Kangaroo,
think.
Pee Wee Herman, or Big Paul. Le Mans
think
DD. Now, interesting enough, I believe you could get a lot of people use Le Mans to clone into a GTO. And I think you might have been able to get a GTO on like a 65 Le Mans maybe. But
We got
Busby
3
says
people.
Pee Wee. Gandalf
Yep.
says Pee Wee.
Anyway, Emily
Mhm.
says 3 a bit. Oh, hi, Carl.
That's right. There is no OFNA guy says he built a bunch of hot rods. I love the old muscle cars.
Me too.
Pee
And,
Wee Herman.
All right, so I think anybody argue with Pee Wee Herman?
Nope.
I won't either, because that's who I was thinking it was.
And
Yeah,
the
the
answers
64
are
Le Mans. I bet that was nice. The 64 Tempest is what they made the GTO, had GTO option of. And that, the Le Mans and the, anyhow. All right, that's
I had
10.
a 64
That was
Dodge Dart.
Poppy's first car was a Le Mans.
Oh, cool. I once had a 66 Tempest. Of course, I've had a 66 GTO, a 67 GTO, and a 69 GTO.
I had a
Oh.
64
I had a
Dodge Dart.
74 Monte Carlo.
I
It
had
was
a
a
79 Chevy Nova.
boat,
Oh.
but I loved it.
Yes, I am.
talking about
Catlin.
boats.
I am
He
in
is.
2 channels. In fact, if you look at the top, Cat, you will see a link that takes you to my other channel. Um,
Talking
and
about a boat.
I've got two streams going at the same time.
I used to have a Plymouth Fury.
Ooh, my dad had one of those.
Cool.
That was an ex-highway patrol car, and man, that sucker was fast, but it sure
First
sucked the
car was a
fuel.
62.
I bet he was.
Nice. Oh, those Monte Carlo SSs were beautiful.
Yeah, they were. Was that the black ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked a lot like a Hearst
Regal.
Oval, too.
Submit.
All right, let's take a look at the answers.
Okay. Oh, we're doing good on this one.
We are. Yes to Ronald Reagan. Yes to Madonna. And yes to Orange Drink. 93%, 92%, 97%. What TV show? The A-Team. Of course, we can pat ourselves on the back for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan, we were right.
Wow.
G.I. Joe, we were right. Only 29% of the people got that one right, though.
No
Wow.
kidding.
Yeah, it was. G.I. Joe was earlier. I don't know. Hey, Google.
Wait.
What?
Oh, man.
I told you it was 1964.
Well, I
That's
don't
right.
doubt that, but, I was going to ask Google, let it say it.
Oh, okay, you can. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Google. What year did G.I. Joe's come out?
Here's what I understood from the website Britannica.com. Joe, line of military-themed dolls and action figures created in 1964 by Hasbro. Do you want a little more context?
No, but you can increase volume to 85%. Thank you. It was 1964. So that's cool.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey, Google, shut up.
Nobody is surprised.
All right. What brand of eau de cologne? We got it right. It was Polo.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I was. Hey, if it had said Dracar Noir, I would have picked that one.
I would have too, because that was my favorite.
It was mine too. Still is. Of course.
Dracar Noir was in the 90s.
Hey, Google, when did Dracar Noir come out?
According to Wikipedia.org, in the United States, the series originally debuted on Nickelodeon on the 6th of December 2015.
What?
You want a little more context?
No, you're missing the question.
You're
Stop
dumb, Google. You're dumm.
It may have been in the
You are
80s. But
stupid.
Polo. It may have been in the 80s, but Polo was big.
Okay.
Yeah, you with the game
Google.
computer.
What time? Cancer.
The time you can't.
Hey, Google, what year did the fragrance Dracar come out?
1982. On the website Amazon.com, they say, launched by the storied French fashion house Guy Laroche in 1982, the vintage Dracar Noir Eau de Toilette for men gained worldwide fame, and the scent remains a designer cologne classic 30 years later.
Yeah.
To find out
Look at
more,
that.
look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Well, that does make me worry a little bit, though, because it said 1982, but it said it remains popular 30 years later. Trouble is, that puts it around 2020 or 2012. So,
Yeah.
That's just
The,
that update she
That's
hasn't
saying
updated
you're
lately.
freaking real old. I was only 10 years old in 82.
well, I graduated in 1983.
Eddie, you're
It's
such
pretty
a
bad.
puppy.
It's pretty bad when you're the youngest one on a panel of old people.
Yeah, you're such a puppy. 82.
Right.
Hey,
He's just a
when you were
young
10 years
great.
old, I had already done 4 years of service.
You have to
Yeah.
overlook Devil Dog. He's just a youngin'.
He's just
What
a
year did you
youngin'.
graduate, Devil Dog?
90.
90.
Ah.
I had my third youngin' by the time the 1990 rolled around.
All right, number 8. Members only is correct.
Okay.
Only 24% of the players got that correct.
Huh.
82%, every 12-year-old's boy's dream car is a Pontiac Trans Am.
Heck yeah. And Billy Madison, too. He had one.
Yeah, I remember
Hey,
that.
that's on the run.
I love Billy Madison.
Pee-wee Herman Wright. So apparently we got 10 out of 10.
Woo!
Well,
That's
you
a good
did
place to stop, huh?
good too.
Yay!
You know, Catlin and the chat, because
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
y'all have done really well. And apparently 94% got the Pee-wee
You Herman.
Herman. I wasn't exactly positive, but I thought that was him.
There you
Who
go. Now,
knows?
there you go. Tough one.
Who was
We need a
Captain
tough one.
Kangaroo? What was his name?
Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah.
Cap. Well, I can ask Google if you want.
Well, Google probably ain't gonna know. She didn't know the other one.
Well, I think you got none. Well, I'm sorry, atypical. I really am. All right, Google. Who played Captain Kangaroo? She's pouting.
Now she's deaf,
She's
sleeping.
just pouting. She got mad at me for calling her stupid.
and now she's pouting about it.
Google.
That's funny.
Who played Captain Kangaroo?
He's gonna slap her.
Watching Captain Kangaroo. Don't tell
Who
me
was Captain Kangaroo?
Google.
I have nothing to do.
Google. Google.
Say, hey, Google.
Hey, Google. Who played Captain Kangaroo?
There are 14 people in the cast of Captain Kangaroo. Here are the first three: Bob Keeshan, Cosmo, Gus Allegretti, and Hugh Branham.
Bob Keeshan.
Yep.
Yeah. It was pouting and waited till I picked it up and held it, gave it some attention before we would answer.
Sometimes you just got to pet the dog.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. It wanted attention.
apparently.
Well, she
Why
just
try and
didn't want to
sleep?
answer.
Because it's 3:00 in the morning.
Well, is it 3:00 in the morning?
Well, it's 2:30 here, so it's got to be
30.
3:30 there, right?
Yeah, it's well, how many folks? We got 18 people in here.
Yeah.
Well, look at
Amazing.
there.
So, I mean,
So let's do a tough one. That's what made it more
Yeah, do a
challenging.
really hard one.
okay, we'll do a hard one. All right. Very easy, easier,
I'll be surprised if I get even one of these wrong.
tough. All right, remember 1986
No,
or
don't do that.
remember 1983?
Yeah, 83.
83.
Okay, I stand a better chance of remembering 83 than I do 86 anyhow.
86
I don't
has
know
a
if I
lot of
do.
repeats in it, I bet.
Well, I graduated in 1983. By 86, that was before I got married, so I was out. Well, let's
You
just
were
say
out having a big time, weren't you?
I was having fun. So
Yeah.
I wasn't paying much attention to anything back then but women. So, which USA holiday was created in 1983? Is it?
Oh, I know.
Okay, well, let me read them.
Okay, go ahead.
That way we get some input from the
From the
chat.
chat.
Columbus Day, President's Day,
President.
Martin Luther King Day, or Memorial Day. He said it was a blur.
It was a blur.
Who said that?
That's what OFNA said. Guy
Well.
said. He said it was a blur. You know, to me, about 1986. At least half the year I was, working on going into high school. So, who is Captain Penny? I don't know. King is what Gandalf says.
Yes, I
Martin
think
Luther
so.
King. That sounds right to me.
It does sound right.
And no clue on that one. Atypical says Pancake Day. I don't see a Pancake Day option. So we're going to go to Martin Luther King.
No, it's President's Day. Whatever.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
Nuh-uh, because I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, and one of the DJs there got in a whole lot of trouble and got fired because he said something ugly about Martin Luther King Day, and I remember it like it was yesterday because everybody was like, "Oh, did he say that?" And he really did say that.
Country won the yacht's most improved race Well, most important race, the America Cup.
Blur Day sounds good to me. It was
America's
Blur
Cup.
Day. Well, in 1984, it was Blur Day. To be fair, 75 to 85 was a
1983.
Oh, Australia always wins that.
No, not in '83.
well.
No, oh, okay.
It's either going to be President's Day or Martin Luther King Day, but because somebody in the chat, had Gandalf said, President's Day, and also
How come we can't
Charlotte,
pick both of them?
Charlotte said that as well. I don't know, so I was thinking it was Martin
Wait,
Luther King
Charlotte
Day.
said Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, I said Martin Luther King.
I said President's Day. But
Okay.
kick Martin Luther
Dog
King.
said President's Day.
Kick
Wait a
no,
minute.
pick
The
Martin
USA
Luther
won
King
that year,
Day.
didn't they, Jerry?
I think it
I
was
don't
Martin
know.
Luther King Day.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
can pick
which
Martin
co-
Luther King Day. I don't care.
Okay. Well, we'll find out in the end.
Yep.
Anyhow.
You stay tuned.
Which country won yachting's most important race in the America's Cup? New Zealand, Australia.
America, because it's America's Cup. What do you think?
In 1983,
In 83.
it was.
I think it was the
Gandalf said.
U.S.
It was the USA.
Well, now,
Because I remember watching it on TV.
Gandalf said it was President's Day.
No, number 2. We're already at number 2.
Yeah, we're
Well,
two.
We went ahead of you, Gary.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We're
Gandalf.
answer one.
We'll have to wait and see if, what on that.
Right or wrong.
Right or wrong. They combined Washington and Lincoln's birthdays. That's right. I do remember that.
It could be.
Well,
you
now
could
they
be
did
right.
do that, but I think, I don't know.
Yeah,
Eeny, meeny,
change
miny,
the
moe it.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
all right.
No, don't pick what Devil Dog says.
Hey, this is not about you, Devil Dog.
Oh, it's
Right.
not. I thought it was.
No, I mean I love you like a brother and everything, but this is about an overall,
Okay,
getting together.
well, pick Martin Luther King Day. I don't care.
Well, we went on President's Day.
No.
King Day was later.
If any,
Maybe they did. Hey,
live.
maybe they
pretty
did both
sure.
of them the same year.
Hit the live button so you make sure you're up to time.
Gandalf seems pretty sure, so
Okay.
King Day was later. All right, I'm confused
Okay.
too. Atypical.
Y'all
I'm
are
3
arguing.
behind.
Maybe that was King's Day, so you keep King's Day.
Hey, which
USA.
country won? Which country won yachting's most important race, the America's Cup? Was it New Zealand, Australia, Great Britain, or USA?
In '83, it was USA, and the pilot was from San Diego.
No?
Okay, Busby Adventures. The question is, which country won yachting's most important race, the America's Cup? Hit all the above button. I don't think that's an option.
Not an option.
Not an option. Come here, baby. Thank you. All right.
Nikki.
Do you hear him? He's speaking to you.
I ain't gonna answer him.
Hey,
Oh, dear.
we are
You
streaming
never do.
to Cute Critters. So, all right. Any guesses?
I'm saying the USA.
Yep. I'm with Jerry.
All right. I'm going to be the wild card here. I'm going to say USA, but I'm going to say I think it was New Zealand. Busby says Australia. Gandalf says Australia.
Australia always wins.
Why is Australia blue for?
Well, because it's probably the right answer. If
Keep
you
answering over it.
I think. Oh, no, that was because I had
You had your cursor on it.
I had my cursor on it. That's why it said it read blue. But well, we had Gandalf and Busby both said Australia. The chat or the folks on panel said USA. So USA. Hey, y'all are probably right, but I don't know. We'll find out We'll find out then in the end. Does Google say she is mad still? I don't know. I'm not talking to her right now.
He's mad at her.
I'm mad. I'm upset with her. So,
Well, if she'd answer a question now and then.
well, if she would behave, I tell you what, I'll ask her a question, and if she answers it right, I will not. I won't be mad at her.
Well, now don't forget, you have to say, "Hey, Google."
Okay.
Okay.
Hey Google, who am I?
Your name is Batman.
That's right. So
Well, she got it
all
right.
is forgiven, Google. All right. Excerpts from Hitler's diary published in 1983 proved to be fake. True or false?
I have no idea.
Don't remember.
I remember that.
I do not.
I remember I remember that when that thing came up. All right. Do y'all think that excerpts from Hitler's diaries published in 1983 proved to be fake? True or false?
Well, we gotta
Busby
keep
Venture says true. I'm going to concur. Depends on the publisher.
I have no idea. I never read.
I'm pretty. I know they were proved to be false, to be fake. But and apparently it was published in 1983. But I do remember that they proved it was wrong. It was a very clever forgery.
Hey, let me ask you this: if you say that's false, is that a double negative? So that makes it true?
No,
Ouch.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, man.
It depends if say true. I do remember that happening. Cat Lynn said not sure. Atypical said true and false. She's using my methods that I use over in when I'm doing life with mountain folk, which is actually where I got this website from. Fred sent it to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Fred's good people, and I love it.
That was nice of him.
It was. Fred's good people. He, and I love going to his Wednesday night trivia.
Mm-hmm.
The trouble is, sometimes I don't know the answer, so I usually just say Kathy Ireland.
Kathy Ireland.
Hey, babe. Yeah, I'll come to bed shortly. Where did the play Glengarry?
Kathy Ireland.
Where did the play Glengarry Glen Ross have its premiere performance? Was it in New York, USA, London, England, Chicago, USA, or Montreal, Canada?
I don't even know what that play is.
Neither do I.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, she is hot. Thank you for that.
Is it a she?
Kathy Ireland, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Kathy
total.
Ireland. Kathy Ireland is a she. At least.
I know that. I thought they were talking about the play. I
Hey,
thought
Radio Jones.
his name.
I did know that he was
Jonesy.
born on 420. A lot of people may not know, but Hitler was born on 420.
No kidding.
Yeah, and that's also National Dope Smoking Day or
Yeah,
something.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Well,
would
he
know.
was
Wouldn't you,
a cocaine addict or something, wasn't he?
Methamphetamine, I think.
Oh, was that what it was?
I think he's behind the dope about marijuana.
Well,
Some kind of dope.
Are there any guesses as to where it debuted?
I'm going to say New York.
Chicago. I don't know.
I'm going to say New
Well,
York.
New York is the place most plays debut if
Yep.
they're Broadway.
Green Acres.
Green-
But I've never heard this.
Yeah,
So-
Hitler was an artist, a failed artist at that, but I
Really?
did know that. Who was the first American woman in space?
Well, that would be Sally Ride.
There you go.
Sally Ride. Save data. It's asking if Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
We could put Hulk Hogan in there just to see if it. Well, no, just for fun. Was the TV miniseries based on the book by an Australian writer? Was it
Oh,
Crocodile Dundee.
Nope.
Nope. Roots.
Roots, Neighbor,
That was 70s.
Breaker, Morant, or the
70s?
It was the
Thornbird.
Thornbirds.
I think it.
Oh,
I
it
think.
was so.
Well, let's wait for the chat.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure you're right.
I read it.
I hadn't, but I remember.
Yeah,
It
hearing-
right.
was a mini series on TV, and yeah, well, it says that right there. So
Yeah. And,
parents watched that. They wouldn't allow me to watch it because I was apparently too young.
Busby said Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn. Hey, I liked her too.
Gandalf said Thornbirds.
Yeah.
Go with that.
Well, we've got 3 Thornbirds, so we're
Go
going
with
to
that.
go with Thornbirds. All right. Number 7. Which of these was not introduced in the USA in 1993? Cell phones, Trivial Pursuit, Cabbage Patch Dolls, or Compact Disc Player? Luke says Medicine Woman.
I'm going to say cellular phones. But not introduced in 93.
I remember one, the earliest one I ever saw. It seems like I was older than that.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw one.
Mm-hmm.
Busby
So
said,
Magnum PI had a car phone, but that wasn't the same as a cell phone, was it?
No.
"Hey, Peace Dragon, good to see you. I have a miniature Schnauzer and a Boston Terrier." Peace Dragon was asking what kind of dogs I have.
Mm.
Radio
Devil Dog's got 4 Boston Terriers.
Radio Jonesy.
Radio
Yes, it
Jonesy
is.
says, "Who cares?"
We
You know,
care.
well, it's part of the.
It's the game.
Yeah, it's a game.
It's like hoof arted.
Hoof Hard.
Yeah.
It's hoof hearted game. It's like that game.
Busby said Cabbage Patch Dolls, and
No.
Coyote said cell phone.
I'm saying cell phone.
I'm going to join the crowd and say cell phone too.
Cat Lynn said not cell phone.
No?
No.
Which was
Oh,
not introduced
Oh,
in
yeah, okay.
1983.
Okay.
What does that mean? That not cell phones, or they weren't there? Okay. Well, hey, we'll just go with cell phones.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, Gandalf, or Busby Adventures. We'll know in a minute if we were right or wrong.
Who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1983? Devil Dog.
I think
No, I didn't.
who won the
Mother-
Nobel Peace Prize in 1983? Mother
Devil Dog.
Teresa, Desmond Tutu, Lech Walesa, or Dalai Lama?
I'd
Jail
say it's
phone?
Devil Dog.
I'm thinking Desmond Tutu, but y'all go ahead and figure it all out.
I
have
think
no
it was
idea.
Mother Teresa.
Well, that was my.
83?
I think it was Mother Teresa. That's who I think it was.
It's between the two. I know
Really?
that.
Boy, I must have been asleep the last 40 years. I
Busby
remember her
says
getting it.
compact disc, my wife says. Okay, well, we've got a couple different answers. We'll find out in a little bit.
His wife said what?
The TV was-
Compact disc, my Busby Adventure says. As far as what the right answer is, I'm not sure on the years. I think Mother Teresa too, Cat Lynn.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the years either.
All right, we're just gonna go with Mother Teresa.
Okay, let's do that.
Does the girlie have a channel? Can't see her channel name. Yes, she does.
Gulf Coast Granny.
Yeah.
Oh,
In fact, Granny, if you would hop into the YouTube police and type 29 so that they can get your link, if you don't mind.
okay.
And if,
Um,
well, let's see. Hang on. I can do it.
okay.
Take me just a second to do it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
All right. Here is Gulf Coast Granny's link. I'll put it in 2 different chats. Somebody will have to grab it if they want to put it over in. I don't have Jerry's pulled up at the moment.
I got it. I'll pull it up and do it.
Thank you. And
copy it
while I
out
got
of-
it,
I'll just
let me
copy it
pull
out
up.
of StreamYard and paste it in there. Look at that. Popped right in.
Let me see if I can get Butler. Let me drop. There we go. Butler Family Farm. I'll drop your link in these two chats as well.
I don't have to drop that one in mine.
All right, because I know because they're already there.
Yeah.
All right, and Devil Dog. For some reason, when I try to link to Devil Dogs, it doesn't work. But I can. This is Devil Dog's link right here. Please make sure that y'all connect to all these folks. Let's see. I think that's everybody on the chat, isn't it? I can't see
Yep.
the thing at the moment. That's everybody on the panel. All right, back over here. Which European monarch died in 1983? King Leopold III of Belgium, King George IV of Great Britain, King Olaf V of Norway, or King Gustav VI of Sweden?
It's one of the kings.
I think I know who that is, actually.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
I don't have a clue. Well,
The only reason why I think I know it, and I could be wrong,
mhm.
was because there was a meeting of like 6, 7, 8 different kings at one time, and they've never met. They've never met again since then. It was for a funeral. Anyhow, I think
No.
it could be King Leopold, but I'll tell you who I thought it was. I remember seeing the picture, and that's the only reason why I think it was Sweden. King
That's what I was
Gustav.
going to guess was Sweden.
Gustav. Busby is saying Olaf.
But again, it would have just been a guess.
Well, it was one of those countries, Finland, Norway, or Sweden. You know,
It was
I
one of
think
those kings.
Those real Northern European countries.
Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it.
My daughter wants to go to Norway.
Well, we're just going to guess because we ain't right about a lot of these things. So
Right.
we're just going to go with Olaf.
Okay.
What country did U.S. troops invade in 1983? Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to cut to the chase on that. Tammy's done come in here and asked
Kick
me.
your butt in bed.
Yeah, so I don't tend to aggravate.
If a woman asked me to go to bed, I'd be right there.
Well,
Ow, got it mushy.
all right, we were wrong. It was not President's Day. It was Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, I was right.
4-1
Just
for y'all.
saying.
I told y'all.
It was
told
not
y'all.
USA. It was
It's
Australia.
Oh, it was Australia.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was not it was true. It's true that it was proved to be fake. That's
Okay.
true. We were wrong on Glengarry
London.
Ross. I think
Well, I'm not
maybe Cat
surprised.
Lynn, I think, guessed at London, England. Who was the first American one? Sally Ride. You got
Right.
that right, Charlotte.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Thornbirds. A lot of folks were right on that one.
Oh,
We were
The
wrong.
Real Pursuit.
We put cellular phones. It was Trivial Pursuit.
Wow.
Um,
That's
Darn.
It was not Mother Teresa. It was Lech Walesa.
Huh.
It says Desmond Tutu won in
Was
'84,
the next year.
Dalai Lama in '89, and Mother Teresa in 1979. So
Mhm.
I should have known that one.
that cellular phone one's interesting.
Hey, I spent too much time chasing women back then.
So it was King Belgium? Really?
It was Belgium.
Huh.
Became king 1934.
I
Well, I
told
feel
y'all.
like I kind of learned something.
I told y'all not to do a dang hard one.
Hey, we learned something this way. I learned something.
Yeah.
We did get the Grenada one right.
Jerry, you're old. You're not going to remember it anyway.
Ooh, only 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Y'all, we're gonna have to go back to the 80s. Ooh, no.
Hey, I appreciate everybody playing. I wish I could stay, but my
I'm
wife
still better
is
looking
working
though, Dog. I may be older, but I'm still better looking.
Hey, if Devil Dog wants, he can stay up.
No.
All right. I'm just saying,
I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I am too.
Hey, thank y'all for coming
getting
in.
sleepy.
I do. Hey, if y'all would mention, type some. If you're in the chat, please type something, and it doesn't have to be the word something. And just make sure. Well, I got on. I was, Devil Dog got me on that one yesterday, I think, or the day before.
Yes,
Well,
I did.
Well, it was good seeing you.
Nice
It was-
seeing you.
Thanks for having me on. Y'all take care. Thanks, chat. It was fun
Nice-
playing the game.
It
Take
was
care.
nice
Bye.
seeing you, Devil Dog.
Thanks for.
Yeah, nice seeing you too.
Thank you, Atypical, Gandalf Skit, Smith, Cat
Hey,
Lynn,
Gandalf.
Luke Baker, RVA. Thank you, Busby Adventures, and thank you, Gandalf. I've had a lot
Yep.
of fun, and
It
thank
was
you,
fun.
Peace Dragon.
And it was educating.
And I'm not sure who all's in your chat right now,
Oh,
Jerry.
Gandalf's in there, and there's only then probably Devil Dog is in there. So it says
I'm in
3.
there.
Well, I think Buzz.
So myself and Gandalf and Devil Dog is it. I think
Okay.
everybody else is probably went to sleep.
Well, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. We've gone almost 3 hours.
Yep.
But thank y'all for coming in. God bless y'all for all your support. Hopefully we'll be able to return the favor. We're going in 3, 2,
Yes, it is.